I just want to say, hey, man, this is T.O., the cover athlete of the Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition, and you're watching the gold standard of the franchise mode, the MBL Network. Holla.
Oh, Lord, we're finally live. It took a little bit. We had to fight through some technical difficulties with the EA Access fun, but we are finally live. Day 3 of the MBL EA Access Tournament live here on the MBL Network at twitch.tv/MBL Network. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm OSU. I'm hanging out with two of the best in the business. We've got the commish of the MBL Bomber, and we've got from the Dynasty our good friend who has just become part of the MBL Network at this point. It is Expert hanging out with us. Finally, we're getting going, Bomber. It has been quite an evening as we've watched some of these games get set up, but it's all good. We're rolling. We got some great matchups tonight.
You know, I was always taught you take the path of least resistance. It doesn't seem like that was even an option during the last couple days for us. We have actually gone through the worst possible routes to get here, but one thing's for sure is that we're here, and it isn't going to stop now. We got a great matchup today. We got Big Kemp versus Israel for you. They're finally getting this game underway, and I think this is the semifinals before their bracket final game.
Yeah, let's take a look actually at these brackets as these guys kick off. Israel for you taking the Houston Texans. Big Kemp going with the Atlanta Falcons. We'll show you all four sides as updated as they are. We are in the Elite 8, I think, in all the brackets. This is the competitive side of the bracket. We've got Joel taking on Jacoby. Later today, actually, in about 15 minutes, that game will be kicking off. The other game, Bananas versus Fitzmagic, that'll be kicking off also in the 8 o'clock hour. On the content side of the bracket, we've got Big Kemp and Israel for you live right now. On the other side, we got It's Your Boy Ace from Ace Madden and Civil going off whenever, I guess, one of the games gets reinstalled. That's what I have heard. That's the latest information that I have. In the first side of the community bracket, we got DT Crawford came out over top of It's Luigi. Our defending champ is out in the Sweet 16. So DT Crawford, he'll face the winner of Killer Cam and Motor later today. And then the final side, the other community side, it's Frank Nidd Jr. taking on Broadway Shane Falco. And KG7 Knights taking on Houston 2 Nice. So that is our updated bracket right now. And as always, folks, we are still continuing to raise money for Operation Homefront, a fantastic charity. Does a ton of work for our military families. You can see it right down below, operationhomefront.org. You can type ! donate for the instructions on how to donate to Operation Homefront. The short answer is put hashtag MBL2018 in the comments of the donation. Send a screenshot of that donation to maddenbomberleague@gmail.com so we can keep a live tally. $4,790 we have already raised for Operation Homefront. That was during our 12-hour stream. Expert, it's been a wild ride. We've seen some donations come in. We've seen some great games. It's hard to believe this tournament is actually starting to wind down.
Yeah, we've seen some amazing games in this tournament, some surprise endings in games, and just look to finish really strong. But the big part is, you know, definitely the donations that we've had for Operation Homefront. That's just the amazing thing about this tournament. So look to finish strong. Glad everybody's here joining us. Always a pleasure to be back with the MBL guys.
Yeah, we'll be giving away 2 more copies of Madden 19. That's right. We got 2 more copies coming your way later today as we watch 3rd and 24 now. Rolling. It's quite a roll. Uh-oh, he's got a man. Oh, that's a money ball. That's a money ball all the way down to the 35-yard line. Bomber, Big Kemp, turns out if you give Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons roughly 15 seconds of time to throw the ball, eventually somebody's going to come open.
Yeah, you saw a drop coverage right there. Pretty much the Houston Texans were relying on J.J. Watt to kind of get pressure there on that 3-man rush. Matt Ryan had all day, and it ended up breaking down for him. They complete that 3rd and long, and now they're almost in field goal range right now. What an impressive turn of events there from 3rd down to pushing for 6.
Now, 1st and 10, it's Matt Ryan. Play action pass, waiting, looking, looks over to the in route. It is complete down to the 20-yard line. Matt Ryan starting 2 for 3. Israel showing that mid-blitz, a double-A gap pressure. It's what we call the Sonny Weaver special here in the MBL. He loves that play. He's a big fan. He's got it tattooed on his right arm. Ask him to show it to you. Homer in the chat saying, sup, OSU Expert, Bomber, MBL, and everyone else.
Yeah, I see Big Kemp copying Expert, picking the Atlanta Falcons here.
How was your funeral, by the way? Game. Was it a nice service?
It was amazing. Tons of people showed up, said some amazing things about me, and then Big Kemp stuck his foot inside me.
That's unfortunate.
for the entire second half.
Big Cap's, I guess, starting with the foot penetration here as he gets into the end zone. Little team celebration. They're rocking in Atlanta. Look at those jerseys. Those nice.
What a change of events, though. The Atlanta Falcons were third in forever. They were backed up. He was literally nearly throwing from his own end zone. I think he was at the 5 or 7 yard line when Matt Ryan let it go, and he pretty much flipped the field and some. They got down to the 35, then a couple more plays, a dig on the left side, and now a little cross route to the right side, and it's just too easy peasy for Big Kemp. He's up 7-0, looking like the favorite in this content bracket to make it out and go to the Final Four.
Wild Beats in the chat saying, is the giveaway for followers too? The giveaway is going to be just for viewers, not to subscribers, not to followers. You just got to be here. If you're here, we're going to do it. We did it on the 12-hour stream, just to guys in the chat. So if you stick around, for a while, you're just watching, you're active in the chat, you're going to get a chance to win that Madden 19 copy as Rappers Ad-Libs just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Appreciate the sub, my friend. As we can see, it's an L for you on offense for the first time. You think he had commentary turned off all that time? Let's see. He does. Oh, that's so nice. So nice to have game sound. We didn't have game sound for most of the games in the 12-hour stream because the commentary was yammering on. Not that we don't love Bomber, the dulcet sounds of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. It's just a little hard to talk over it.
Yeah, it's hard for us to do our play-by-play broadcast. But, man, I turn them all the way up when I'm playing by myself late at night in some solos or playing in the CFM. We're doing all those kinds of things and listening to those great guys. And they got the updated commentary. It was phenomenal last year, and I hope they improve on it this year as well.
Misha in the chat joining us.
MM2701.
Yeah, MM2701 saying, really hope I win. Only got 33 cents in my account. Well, MM2701, if you find 67 more cents, you can get yourself a McChicken sandwich from McDonald's. So shout out to you. Shout out to the dollar menu. 3rd and 10 now it's the L for you. And the Houston Texans looking to respond to the early touchdown from Big Kemp. It's a shotgun formation for Deshaun Watson. Play action pass, dropping back, rolling out. He is pursued. He's going to chuck this up for Will Fuller. And, Big Kemp's just going to take that one. Eventually the camera turns. But it was Ishmael with the pick. And Bomber not looking good early for It's L for you.
Yeah, not a good throw, not a good start. Deshaun Watson off his back foot across the field. I'm kind of thinking a head-scratchy moment there. But I also got to wonder here, he had the flat wide open underneath trying to go for the big shot. He finds himself down 7-0. Kind of just go underneath and take what's given.
Now you get Big Cat
sometimes
a short field. That's not a good thing. Expert, you were put into the ground by Big Kemp. The casket was lowered. His pallbearers lowered you into the ground. What should Issa L for you look out for from this Big Kemp team?
Halfback wham. That's what he's got to look out for because Todd Gurley just killed me with that halfback wham. And here's the thing about Big Kemp is he is a versatile player on both sides of the football. So there's nothing where you could just line up and know what he's doing. That we've seen some guys here in this tournament where we see the same play over and over again. Big Kemp knows how to spread this ball around. And then on defense, he is very dangerous and sneaky. I think he had 4 user picks versus me where I thought the guy was open, and in that split second just killed me.
Jalen D16, join us in the chat once again. What's going on, my friend? Thanks so much for tuning back in. Again, folks, we got 2 more copies of Madden 19 to give out. So hang out with us, chat with us. We'll be giving those away over the next couple of hours. Darth Ben says, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't like those Falcons helmets. Don't go down that rabbit hole of what's wrong with Darth Ben. It's not a good place to go. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formations. Matt Ryan drops back. Looks underneath. He completes it underneath the Julio Jones. Spin move back inside to the 24-yard line. 13 yards on the play. Bomber, we saw the first, I guess it's like a day 2 patch. We saw a patch come out for Madden 19. Did you see any big changes as that patch came out?
I haven't had the opportunity to actually play it enough to notice it, but I did read the changes, some positive things. I know a lot of people in the community were very excited about this first patch update, so we'll see if it pays any dividends or changes anything here in this tournament.
Hey, Matt Ryan looking underneath. Oh, that one should have been picked. That should be going the other way. As Wolfman 93-011 says, good commentary in the tournament, BT-Dub fellas. Appreciate the love, my friend. Mark Shields says, I want a free Madden for PS4. Hey, by the way, both of these copies that we're giving out today, they're dealer's choice. You can have either a PS4 or an Xbox copy. We don't have PC copies. We don't have Ouya copies. The Dreamcast copies are coming out soon. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation for Matt Ryan. 3 wide receivers, 2 over the left side, 1 over to the right. Tevin Coleman to the right of Matt Ryan in the shotgun formation. 3-man front shown by the Houston Texans. Looks like it's going to be a run play for Tevin Coleman right up the middle, taking advantage of that 3-man front, taking advantage of that drop coverage. He's going to pick up a good chunk of yards, cutting this back to a 3rd and 2. Expert, the perfect time to give the ball to one of the dynamic duo in the running backs of the Atlanta Falcons. Hector Mejia says, when's codes? Soon. 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 3rd and 2, shotgun formation. 3 wide, 2 over the left, 1 to the right side. Matt Ryan dropping back on 3rd down, right up the seam, money ball. Bomber, we've seen that seam route look so good.
Yeah, here's my issue right now, OSU. You get down 14-0 versus Big Kemp, you're going to be in big-time trouble. We knew how the Houston Texans played on that last drive. When they got just a little shaky down 7-0, they felt the pressure. They got a score. Being down 2 scores, I think that pressure is going to be insurmountable. They need a big play from their defense.
And on 1st and goal, Matt Ryan rolling out.
Not a guy.
Dumping it back in the end zone. High pass, money ball, Mohamed Sanu. Expert, is this giving you PTSD flashbacks? Is this, are you okay?
Easy. Actually, in the first quarter, it was 14-7 Big Kemp. I actually kept it very close.
Kept it, got it,
love it.
In
the first quarter. Big Kemp is just owning this game right here.
He's figured out Madden 19.
Everything seems open. Yeah.
What teams has Big Kemp used so far? He used the Rams against you.
All right.
He used the Atlanta Falcons.
The Eagles. Week 1.
Is that all we got so far?
Eagles, Rams, and now Falcons.
Yeah, Eagles, Rams, and Falcons. Again, in the NBL EA Access Tournament, each player can only use each team once, so you have to switch teams. ATL 1818, you do good play-by-play. Appreciate the love, my friend. Yeah, Wolfman, Eagles, Rams, and Falcons. JCM Machine says Kemp is a goon. Coog says he can use the Colts and be deadly. Well, let's see if It's a L for you can turn this into a W for him. 1st and 10, I formation. Miller at the top of that I, 2 wide receivers. Hopkins out to the left, Fuller out to the right. Sean Watson under center as he surveys this Atlanta Falcons defense. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to lob it up. He's going to lob it right to Big Kemp. Big Kemp's going to take this the other way, back to the 26-yard line. And Bomber, I don't know if you noticed, there's a minute 46 left. Feels like this game's already feeling over.
Hey, they say pressure busts pipes, and I could tell on this first drive with the Houston Texans and It's a L for you that the real issue was when he got down, he's feeling a lot of pressure. He hasn't been in this situation very much in this tournament. I don't see much comeback fight in him because he's trying to go for the home run hitter every time, and Big Kemp is just patiently waiting on that. Now they got an opportunity to go up 3 scores.
1st and 10, Matt Ryan dropping back, stepping up in the pocket, finding, completing. Mohamed Sanu down to the 8-yard line. MM2701. Is development really that different from last year in the CFF? Yes. The progression and regression is hugely different. Expert, we got to play around a little bit with it. We've heard the talks from all the guys at EA. If you're used to the progression system from past Maddens, well, it's a whole new ball game this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely different and improved, if you ask me. No more hoarding points and putting it into one or two attributes. Definitely a lot better system. But I'm sure we'll have tweaks and things that we'll want as we go through CFMs. You know, especially guys like the NBL and the Dynasty when we're pushing out season after season after season.
Cheftimus Prime, can you still purchase traits? No, traits are locked this year, which I love. I'm very happy about that one. Traits are locked. There's no more purchasing whatever aggressive catch or big hitter. They are locked for the player. 2nd and goal. Shotgun formation for Big Kemp. Already up 14-0. Matt Ryan, play action pass. Waiting, looks underneath, completes it. Good tackle there, right at the goal line by Merciless. Able to hold him to a 3rd and goal. Bomber, what's your approach here? You're down 14-0. You're probably about to go down 21-0. I mean, what do you do to try to get back in this game? Because you've taken 2 big shots. They've both been picked off.
Yeah, and the offense is doing the defense no favors right now. It's putting them backed up. This Houston Texans team needs a turnover. But you got to think right now, 3rd and goal, if we can just hold them to 3, maybe there's a chance. Just hold them to 3. We cannot give up a touchdown right now.
MM2701, I've heard they tuned down the likeliness of superstars, but I'm not really sure yet. I haven't been watching many CFM videos because I want to experience it for myself. They certainly have. High pass back at the end zone. That's just a money ball. Hooper with the catch. It's 20-0. Big Kemp rolling up the score early. Yeah, the new development traits are certainly different. They got rid of slow development Now you've got Superstar, Star, Quick, and Normal. What we were told was, in terms of like Superstar, there are only 25 or 30 current NFL players in the game out of box that have Superstar development. So it is a much bigger rarity. Star is going to be your starters, your very good players. Quick is going to be your solid NFL players, and then Normal is basically the new slow. We just didn't like calling guys slow. It's just a mean thing to say. As it's 21-0. Got a ton of games tonight, folks. We got Jacoby and Joel coming up soon. I think it's supposed to kick off about 8 o'clock Eastern time. We've got Bananas and Fitzmagic also going off in the 8 o'clock hour. We've got 2 copies of Madden 19 to give away. And we got It's L for you trying to make some sort of comeback as that one... Bomber, he's just not seeing the field, I don't think. That one probably should have been picked as well if it wasn't for the defender just standing there waiting for the hit.
Yeah, I mean, where I'm from and the place I grew up in, 21-0, you pass the sticks, it's game over. That usually means just kind of the game ain't going to really allow you to come back at this point, especially in a competitive atmosphere like this. Big Kemp is really putting the clamps defensively on, and you're just seeing them that pressure, and the pressure bust pipes. Deshaun Watson not looking good early in this game.
It's L for you. The passing game's not working, so just hand it off. Oh, that's brutal. He got the tough game.
Oh, that's tough. Expert,
you ever get the tough game warning? You ever get that in your life? Because I've gotten it way too many times.
I've had it a couple times.
It's
Tell
insulting.
you this, seeing this, I don't feel so bad. I mean, I made Big Kemp punt several times, so I feel good about myself. But it's an L for you. Go ahead and schedule your Sunday. You are free.
Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Again, folks, hit that exclamation point donate in the chat so you can see how to donate to Operation Homefront. We'll play that trailer for Operation Homefront coming up at halftime. Let you know what we are raising money for. We raised almost $5,000 during our 12-hour stream. We're still trying to hit that $5,000 number. We're only $210 away from hitting that 5K number. Operation Homefront, a fantastic charity that helps out our military families. So if you have any amount to give and you can help out, Operation Homefront, it would be, I know they would certainly appreciate it, and we certainly appreciate everybody who has donated to Operation Homefront throughout this tournament. Already doing some great work for our military families. We've got a ton of vets here in the MBL and a ton of vets in the tournament, families, all that jazz. 4th and 4. You know it's bad when this hell for you is having to go for this 4th and 4 here from the 26-yard line. Needs to get to the 30 for the first down. Watson dropping back, going out to the right side, looks at the in route, finds Will Fuller, and he drops it. So Deshaun Watson, 0-5, 2 interceptions. Bomber, he hasn't completed a pass yet. We're in the second quarter.
You know, I'm wondering when Jacoby and Joel are going to be playing, because we're going to be switching to that early and often. It really looks like Big Kemp is going to be headed to the finals in the content bracket here. We had 16 players that developed content throughout the NBA, throughout the entire Madden community, excuse me. We put them in the content section. We also have a competitive section as Matt Ryan is running for his life because J.J. Watt comes in. It's gonna get interesting tonight, but maybe not right now.
Interesting at some point. This is not the interesting. I'm pulling up all my other Twitch streams to see if we got anyone else going. Ace Madden also going off soon. 2nd and 22, Big Kemp. Look at it, just pile it on. Oh yeah, why not? Just a nasty throw. Boy, Bomber, it's moments like this. I'm glad Big Kemp isn't in our league because he is reading the defense incredibly well.
Yeah, he is. He's looking phenomenal right now. He's looking like one of a kind. His defense, though, I think, let's not underestimate that. He was ready to stop those big plays today. He took the Atlanta Falcons. We know he took the Eagles in round 1. It looks like he's doing pretty fine without his Philadelphia Eagles as he's having one of his most easiest victories right now. Maybe the old Big Kev is just starting to heat up as he heads into the close to that Elite 8 and then that Final 4. 2nd and 9 as boy, oh boy, this has turned into a runaway early. We waited like 45 minutes for them to figure out this game for a blowout. 4:24 to go in the first half. It's an L for you, looking like an L for him indeed, as that's a touchdown. The tight end Hooper with his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. Expert, you ready to call this one over? Is the fat lady singing on stage, or is there a chance for his L for you to come back in this one?
No, this is kind of like this is a boxing night in Las Vegas. You got to have the undercard.
Yep.
This is the undercard before we get to the big fight, because no, this is the hometown guy. You know, they let the hometown guy get in the ring and fight a real fighter, and he's getting his teeth knocked down his throat.
I don't think, I could be wrong, I don't think that's what Issa El for you had in mind when he loaded up today. he was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He was getting so excited. He already had a place for that Saquon Barkley helmet. He was ready for it. Then he ran into the buzzsaw that is Big Kemp. As Joel and Jacoby, I think are starting. Starting maybe? I don't know. We got an ad playing right now. You know, I think Jacoby and Joel about to kick off in the. Let's see, where are they? Let's pull up that comp bracket. They're looking to get to the Elite 8 of the tournament. Joel won that nail biter over Gubb in the first round, and then beat Bronco in the second round, 28-23. Jacoby has gone through Encore and So Amazing 24. They'll be facing off shortly. And by shortly, I mean right now. They're starting. Hey, you guys want to watch a better game than this one? You guys?
Absolutely.
You guys feel like something different? There you go. There's your link. While we switch over to the other game, which is Joel and Jacoby. Let's play that video one more time for all you folks out there, so you can see what Operation Homefront is all about, why we're raising money for them, and the people that are affecting that. So watch this, and we'll be back with Joel and Jacoby.
I was injured prior to my retirement. Hadn't got to work for over a year and a half, experiencing, financial difficulties. I was probably at my lowest. If it was not for Operation Homefront, I would have possibly lost everything. I was introduced to Operation Homefront's Critical Financial Assistance Program and immediately applied, and it covered my rent for quite some time. As a man, it's almost difficult to ask anybody for help, but they made it so easy. It ultimately saved my life.
I had some issues from Afghanistan. They diagnosed me with PTSD.
Our lease was up and they were raising the rent a couple $100s. When we came to Operation Homefront's village, they opened a lot of doors for us. Not only having a roof over our head.
They've helped us with managing our finances. It's helping us move forward in life, which is what we need.
I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, and I had one deployment.
The landlord was raising our rent, and it was just getting really scary and overwhelming.
The way we found out about Operation Homefront is we checked out their Homes on the Homefront program that they had, and we filled out an application for that. 10 days later, we got a phone call saying that we were granted that house.
The opportunity that they gave us to not only own a home, but start a new life. I mean, it's everything that we needed. They are literally changing lives.
Operation Homefront.
Operation Homefront.
Operation Homefront, serving America's military families.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic charity, folks. Well, that's who we've been raising money for throughout this entire tournament is Operation Homefront. To find out how you can donate, just type !donate down in the chat. Make sure if you do donate to Operation Homefront, you send us a screenshot of your donation, just so we can keep a live count of our donations. Already raised almost $5,000. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to appreciate everybody who has donated to Operation Homefront. As we've got Joel and Jacoby right now. Jacoby, the Atlanta Falcons. Joel playing as the New England Patriots, going up 3-0 in this bad boy. Bomber, this is a powerhouse matchup. These are two guys in the competitive side of the bracket that I think we've been looking as sort of on a collision course the entire tournament. Or Expert. What's up, Expert? How you doing?
Yeah, Hey,
All right,
I'm
I got
good.
it. I was muted just for a second.
Were you were you yelling into your muted microphone?
Yeah, yeah. And I couldn't get that
Yes.
beeping sound. I said, what is that? This is a Sweet 16 matchup that we wish probably was the finals or maybe the Elite 8 at the earliest, but it's a great Sweet 16 matchup, excuse me, that we absolutely look forward to. You got Jacoby versus Joel. This is going to be a great matchup. Two of these guys have been phenomenal. Jacoby has been great defensively. Joel has been a master inside the pocket thus far in the tournament. So you're seeing two different schemes going at it today.
SXML Network joining us in the chat. What's going on? Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. A little Saturday night action. Tomorrow night we'll have the final, the championship game of the second annual EA Access tournament hosted by the MBL. That'll be tomorrow night, probably 8 or 9 Eastern. Depends on when the two players can play. As we get to see Jacoby now on offense. He's the Atlanta Falcons. We've seen a lot of the Atlanta Falcons in this tournament, looking right up the seam. Finding Calvin Ridley. Tough catch in traffic. Expert, one of the biggest things I've noticed in this particular game is that in Madden 17 or in 18, you could possession catch in front of defenders. In Madden 19, the possession catch is still there, but it's not a guarantee. It is something you have to use sparingly, and still guys can get hit after that possession catch and get the ball lodged out of them. It's a big change from past games.
Yeah, and I think it's something that EA took a look at and said, you know, possession catch in 18 was so easy. It didn't matter if you had guys around you or not. You could go to the ground with the football, and that's not realistic football. And to hear some of the competitive guys talk about it, they like it like this. But it takes more skill to use that possession catch, as I watched several guys play here in the past couple days. And Joel's one of those guys that's good with it. We'll see how Jacoby does with it as well.
Yeah, and for people in the chat, we have 2 copies of Madden 19 to give away. They are dealer's choice, whether you want PS4 or Xbox. We will give you whichever one you want. We'll do it the random number giveaway like we did at the end of the stream on Thursday. So get ready for that one. Our first copy, we're going to be giving away at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So about 50 minutes from now, we'll give away the first copy. As we're going to stream for a couple hours here tonight, showing off some of those games. We got a couple of games going off tonight. This one, the one I was most excited for sure, 2 of the great competitive players in Jacoby and Joel, as desync has occurred. So, yeah, cool. I'm sure they'll just start that bad boy back up.
Oh, we get a little bit more action of Joel and Jacoby.
First desync I've seen.
Yeah, it really has. I actually heard of it a couple times there in the in our group meet chat for the NBL. A couple desyncs have occurred today, so that's unfortunate. It looked like Jacoby was really driving down the field. He was trying to put 6 on the board and take a lead, but at the least he was going to come away with a field goal. So they're probably just going to restart that game back up.
Yeah. If and I know there they go. See, they've already sent the invite. Just run that bad boy again. Let's show you our stretch goals for Operation Homefront. By the way, we've already hit the $2,500 goal, going towards 5,000 and beyond. A lot of people like to talk some trash about that tattoo, but we're not there yet, folks. You don't get to just pick that tattoo if we don't hit the 25K. Settle down. But again, everybody who has donated to Operation Homefront, it's going to a fantastic charity. The reason why we picked these guys was how highly rated they are. 92% of all of their proceeds go directly to programs affecting military families. So it's a huge number. And Operation Homefront has been absolutely fantastic, and we are excited just to be able to help out in any way that we can. And so we get Jacoby and Joel. That was just the preview. That was the practice round. Okay, this is now the real game. They're pumped. They're ready to go, and we get a little extra action from 2 of the best guys on the competitive side of the bracket. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Decadog saying OSU needs an NBL shoulder tat. Decadog really wants me to be his twin. That's what I've learned today.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Decadog is the first and only and probably last person to get an NBL tattoo. He did it one time. He just showed us in the chat, and I said, no, that's got to be fake. Please tell me that's fake, but it wasn't. Expert, anybody in Dynasty thinking about getting a DML tattoo? I mean, is that just pretty outlandish?
Does Noop already have one across his chest?
Nah.
It's a negatory?
That's going to be a big no.
Anybody got
I've never
expert
heard
face?
anybody say that. No, will not get expert put on me nowhere. No expert's corner. No. Hey, I do have some shirts coming out very soon,
bro.
But definitely no tattoo.
Got some experts corner shirts?
Absolutely.
Oh, Bomber, I'm gonna have to get
We're
my
all
hands on
in.
one of those.
We're all in OSU.
I gotta get one of those bad boys. As we got Jacoby and Joel going right now. Yep, 2 copies being given out tonight. First one's gonna go off about 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll give that one out somewhere around there. How do I join the giveaway? You just gotta be watching. This is just to viewers. It's not to subscribers or followers or anything like that. Just to viewers. As Jacoby and Joel rolling now here on the MBL network. Yeah, everybody in there. D-Chill saying I need a copy, so I hope I win. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to everybody. Hoping to win those Madden 19 copies. These are just regular copies of the game, folks. FYI, not Hall of Fame. But they're free, so they're better than anything you could pay for. Z-Star in the chat saying, Expert, I need one of them shirts, bro. I believe, Expert, just so you know, Z-Star wears an extra, extra small. He's like, do you have child size of the DML shirts?
Yes. We have 9 to 12 months. 9 to 12 months for Z-Star.
Money. If you got a Expert's Corner onesie, I think Z-Star would like that one. As Bomber, what do you think of this pause screen? Isn't it?
They're trying to determine if they want to restart where Joel would get the ball first because he got the ball first on the last one. So Jacoby's asking him if he wants to quit so you can receive the ball. And I don't know if that's the way they're going to go. That's up to them.
Z-Star says, get me a bib, damn it. Fitzmagic, how long are you live for? We're going to be live till about 10 o'clock Eastern time. Maybe a little longer if we get rolling and we got some good games going. We'll go as long as there is good action to be shown tonight. We will roll until I fall asleep, which is about 10 minutes from now. So, they have decided just to roll with it. It was only 3-0. They're just going to punt it back to him, and that's where we will start from. Jacoby, the Atlanta Falcons. Joel being the New England Patriots. Bomber Patriots, a team we haven't seen a ton of here in the tournament. Certainly some talent at the top, but nobody going the way of Tom Brady.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Patriots too much. You're absolutely right, but I can understand why a guy like Joel would be interested in using the New England Patriots. I mean, have you seen his footwork in the pocket? It is probably the exact opposite of former Chicago Bulls center Bill Cartwright. I mean, he definitely has some Hakeem Olajuwon-esque footwork. I'm sorry, I can't give you a better football reference.
Bill Cartwright and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, same sense. Hey, we've done Trent Dilfer probably 4 times. We brought him up. Now I'm bringing up the old man Bill Cartwright with the Ray Allen form jump shot. If you guys remember Bill Cartwright, it was a pretty weird form that he had shooting wise. But yeah, I can see why Joel would take them because he's just so great in the pocket. He's just looking for accuracy, and that's what you're going to get from the phenomenal Tom Terrific Brady.
As they're just even out the clock right now, getting it back to I think they were
it was a 3rd and 5 with 3:03 left, and they're just going to play it from there. And I assume Joel's going to be spotted his 3 points. They're doing an old school, an NBL style mock. Mm-hmm. Yeah, an NBL style mock right now.
Again, we'll be giving out that first copy of Madden 19 at 9 o'clock Eastern time, folks. Just got to be in the chat to win that one. Yep, here comes the 3 points. Boy, this is old school. Bomber, I'm having flashbacks to Madden like 17. This is
yeah. Hey, this is what we do. I mean, the NBL will probably do this, but we don't do it. Well, sometimes we do it like this. Actually, it just depends. It was early in the game, so I could see why they'd want to go to this strategy. You don't want to give up any points. Joel doesn't want to give up his field goal that he had, and Jacoby, who's going to get the ball to start the second half, he doesn't want to give up the opportunity that he could have scored here, and he's going to get the ball to start the second half. So it would have been a really big loss for him. So this is just the right thing to do, just to go ahead and mock it back to this situation.
NASCAR fan 24 do join us in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you in the chat again today. I'm raising money for Operation Homefront again. Exclamation point. It's Colby says misses field goals. Exclamation point donate in the chat. We'll give you the information on how to donate to Operation Homefront. Make sure you send a screenshot of your donation to MaddenBomberLeague@gmail.com. WDX Shank says OSU is the GOAT. Thank you so much for the kind words, everybody out there. Hope you guys are enjoying the streams. And if this is your first time this week for the tournament watching the NBL Network, we hope we'll see you throughout our NBL season. We got a ton of broadcasts here, play-by-play action on NBL Live. We are an Xbox-connected franchise league Or I guess Bomber, is it not? It's not connected anymore. Have we
Yeah, I thought it was just called
done.
franchise
Just
mode right now.
franchise.
That's what John has been saying in the DMs for quite a while.
I'm
but
sorry,
it's tough
John.
To break.
John
It's
White, I
tough to break
apologize.
the connected part. It's just something that just CFM just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
What Oh, they're getting the field position back. Wow, these guys are going ham to get this set up. They're
They're
back.
going to mark it back to about 3:05 left, and they're going to make it a 3rd and 5 from wherever it was, roughly. Yeah, they're doing an absolute mock back. And you know what we don't like about mock backs in the NBL is that momentum you can never get back. But this was early enough in the game, so it shouldn't have too much of an influence on both of these teams.
Plus,
and let's see what Jacoby can do in this situation.
It's such a bitch and a half to try to get the third quarter ones set back up. Like, yeah, happy that it's the first quarter, because if you had to do this to set it up to the third quarter, it'd be brutal. As I think we're good to go. I think we are good. Honestly, in the chat, so confused. That's cool. He's a slow person. Doesn't really understand a lot of things. He gets confused easily. Go back to sleep, Shadow. Just go back to sleep. NFL on Fox League should just be replayed. Never the same outcome. We let them determine that. It was close. 3-0 though, and I think we're back to actually playing the game. A great matchup here. Joel versus Jacoby for a chance to get to the Elite 8 in the competitive side of the bracket. Here is that bracket, guys, so you guys can get a taste of what we have seen so far. They will face the winner. The winner of this game will face the winner of Bananas and Fitzmagic coming up later tonight or tomorrow. If it's tomorrow, boy, they're going to have a lot of games to play because we got our championship game tomorrow night. 3rd and 11. All right, well, that was easy. There you go. It's just money.
Hey, you know, let's talk a little bit about Joel's defense in this tournament. He's given up a lot of points, but what's really kept him so dominant is how great he's been on offense. He takes the New England Patriots, who have a pretty good defense, have a tremendous offensive quarterback in Tom Brady. You see the Atlanta Falcons, they're kind of similar in the same kind of path, have an explosive offense, a great defense. This is going to be a very good game down the stretch, and it was nice to see Jacoby pick up that 3rd and 11, nice little post route over the middle of the field.
Is it Cordero Patterson?
That is him. How hyped were they on him when he was in Minnesota? He was supposed to be the
why in this game does he appear to be 7'2"? He's massive.
Expert? Any answer to that?
He's a big guy. He is a big guy. But he's been so known for just the return game. He never really developed into that wide receiver that everybody expected him to be with that speed. And just was one of those guys you feared kicking the ball to his entire NFL career.
1st and 10 now for Joel as the New England Patriots. Tom Brady in the pocket. Tosses it underneath to James White. Oh, look at that spin move. He'll pick up the 1st down. Nope. They're going to... All right. Bomber, here's what I'm scared about. Did you hear about this new dive rule?
Oh, well, what's that?
So the new rule, the new point of emphasis in the NFL is now they are going to treat head-first dives like slides. So you'll be down at where you start your dive. That sounds awful.
That sounds really weird.
So now you can't hit a player as they dive.
I have to see that happen a couple times. How's that going to ruin our Detroit Lions this year? I feel like some way that's gonna cost us a game or two.
Oh, or at least 4. At least 4 games. They're gonna say he didn't complete the process of the dive. It's gonna be bad. Yeah. Well, here's my question: are we gonna get a patch in Madden that's gonna add the the minute you start to dive, you're down? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. So
they're making it pretty much illegal.
Yeah, that's not football.
He's going to go over the top. Looking for Cordero. Stumbling, bumbling inside the 5 to the 3. Yeah.
That's the vision. That's the vision you get with Joel, the pocket movement. See how he slides to the right, buys himself a little bit of time, just waiting and waiting down the field, right up and over the top. And when you got Tom Brady under center, that is the kind of stuff you can do. Great job with the sticks by Joel.
Tries to run in from the 3-yard line. Decadog in the chat, so no more diving into the end zone. According to the point of emphasis, no more diving into the end zone. It is you are down from the point you start your dive, just like if you were to slide, you've given yourself up at that point, so you cannot be hit, but you cannot dive head first, which just I don't know. I don't know. I think we're working our way towards it's just going to be NFL flag football. I think that's what we're getting towards.
Two-hand touch.
Yeah, nobody wants to get hit. It's just weird. I don't know. But we'll see if we get a patch for that. I hope not. I'd like to keep dives in this game. 3rd and goal after the deep pass to Cordero Patterson. Joel's done nothing but back up. He's backed up 4 yards. Needs to get into the end zone. Changing up the play, surveying the defense. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Will we see Gronk here? Will we see Gronk? Will we see just a lot of time? Just a lot of time. Rolling, waiting, playmaking, throwing back across his body, finding Hogan. Oh, the spin move from Chris Hogan. Bomber, is he going for it here?
He might, man. I just think Joel might kick the field goal, though, because he's so close. There's not much over the top, and he's a heavy passing guy. So when you said he was backed up, I was thinking to myself, as the kick is up and good, I was thinking to myself, okay, him backing up to the 10 isn't too bad because now he has a little bit more space to work with passing-wise. And as you've seen right there, they just dropped everybody in the coverage, and they said, you know what, Brady, if you're going to try to take off for 10 yards, go ahead. We don't think you can get there. And Atlanta does a great job right there preserving that lead. And I think right now Joel is still up, though, 9-7. No, he's not. They actually did the field goal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is 7-6.
Twisted Symphonics says, I don't think anybody's been hurt by a dive. The only person I know that was hurt by a dive was watching Josh McCown dive into the end zone as the Cleveland Browns. He got hit in the head and helicoptered and had a concussion, was out for 8 weeks. That's the only one I've ever seen, though. What about diving for the pylon? Yep, that you will be down the moment that you dive, according to the new rule of emphasis. I hope... I'm just... The first time that rule gets enforced, the first time it's a 4th and 1, and a quarterback's trying to get to the end zone, scrambles to the end zone, Deshaun Watson dives for it, and they call him down at the 1-yard line. They're going to set the stadium on fire. That's what's going to happen. 3rd and 8. As Jacoby working underneath, finding Julio to the 36-yard line, picking up the first down. Nice throw there by Jacoby. Reading the defense and this New England Patriots defense. Expert, what do you see as this Patriots team from a CFM perspective? Okay, we got a little different here in this tournament, but from a CFM perspective, we've heard polarizing opinions. Some people go, the talent is too good to pass up. Plus, you've got a division with 3, frankly, dumpster fire teams, so that's a good thing. On the other side, they've got some youth, but it's not at the key positions. All their top players are pretty old. Where do you see the New England Patriots fitting in the CFM?
Here's the thing. They do have some aging veterans, but if you look at this team overall, they have probably 2 big gaping holes, and one is they have no pass rush whatsoever, and their offensive speed is next to nothing.
Sure.
It's slower than slow. As a matter of fact, if you check out Forvert's graph that he did based on ratings, there's only one team slower on offense, and that's the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, same division.
But weapons, they're one. They have a top offensive line. They have probably one of the best secondaries, especially in the AFC. And they are quick on defense. So they just got to get younger in spots and find a defensive lineman.
As we got a lot of people talking about the new point of emphasis. They made a big point of emphasis on the point of emphasis that this was not a rule change. This is just an emphasis. Wildebeest saying, if the rule is he's down when he begins to dive, there'll be a ton more touchdowns for power backs. It does sort of bring in the power back into the fold. Again, I get it. I get that the NFL is fighting right now. The NFL and the influx of concussions and the press on CTE and all this stuff.
Well, okay, I got a question. So leaping over the pile, that's dive. Anything that you leave your feet on, right? Is that how it's going to be worded?
Leading?
Oh, wow. That really does. The power back thing is absolutely right. As Jacoby just trying to dot the seams down the field. Have you seen him? He's broke some really great tackles here. It looked like the user strip was what Joel was trying to do defensively. He's going for that, high risk, high reward kind of tactics here defensively. 3rd and 10. Let's see if Jacoby can pick it up.
Yeah, Matt Ryan in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. He's dropping back to pass on. 3rd and 10. Waiting, looks underneath, completes it. That spin move back inside. And Julio Jones going to get inside the 10-yard line to the 9. That seems like that's the Jacoby move. And that is, Bomber, you can see the control you have the minute you catch the ball. It's a catch. He hits that spin button. He is immediately spinning. There is no, continuum of animation.
Yeah, it almost seems like that spin kind of also gathers the player, so now he's squared up. He can juke left, right, wherever he wants it.
That's going the other way.
Baby, over the
Went
middle.
for the high pass, and it was picked off by Joel.
Wow.
Big pick in the back of the end zone.
Now, we've seen a lot of high passes really get over the top of the defense. I know Expert has seen this as well. Right there, that was the first time I've actually seen a user get up and be able to contend with the high pass. So, so maybe that was part of the patch as well. Maybe high passes, maybe slowly... completion percentage slowly dropped a little bit on those.
Okay, I'm reading the article right now. Refs to spot ball at first touch of ground on head first dives. An obscure NFL rule change could have an outsized impact on close plays during the 2018 season based on the way officials are explaining it to teams and media members this summer. A player who dives headfirst will now be judged to have given himself up, and the ball will be marked at the point where he first touched the ground. Previously, the ball was marked where his forward progress stopped. The likely consequence, officials say, is that players who appeared to dive for first down or touchdown could have the ball marked short of where they think it ended up. So it appears to be it's no longer when you dive head first. It is when you dive head first, you can get touched down after that, I guess is the rule.
Okay, so you're still good as long as you're not you can dive through, but once
it's like once you touch the ground, whereas before I guess you could dive and like I guess until somebody touched you. It says NFL rules will now treat head first dives like feet first slides.
Well, I thought feet first slides, you were down right when you started sliding. It wasn't where you stopped.
Listen, I've got like 8 articles right here, and they're all saying different things.
Yeah.
Quarterback does not have to slide feet first to consider himself to be giving himself up, regardless whether the slide is feet first or head first. As long as he gives. So for quarterbacks, it is quarterbacks cannot head first dive, and that is giving themselves up.
We're just gonna have to see how it's officiated.
So I'm reading. This is Pro Football Talk. This is NBC Sports. In 2018, the NFL is considering a player to have given himself up if he dives head first, the same way a player is giving himself when he slides feet first. This means a player can't be hit after he goes into head first dive, and it also means the ball will be spotted at the point where the player began to dive, rather at the point where the player finished moving forward. So that is 2 conflicting articles, one from ESPN, one from NBC Sports. Frankly, I believe NBC Sports because ESPN's journalism is a dumpster fire. But
wow.
Whichever way is going to negatively influence my Detroit Lions is probably how the rule's going to be officiated at that given time, and then when it could benefit us, probably be officiated in a different way. Detroit versus everybody, and I'm out.
He's out.
Field goal kicks up and good for the New England Patriots as Joel takes the lead. 3 field goals from Joel, who's been a offensive mastermind so far in this tournament. He's put up points of 30+, I think, twice. And then, well, this is the 3rd round. So this is the opportunity that Jacoby has right now to hold him under 25, which nobody else has been able to do.
I'm sorry. I'm just. All right. Yahoo Sports has broken the tie. This has said the ball will be spotted at the point where the player began to dive. So, either two of them are wrong or one of them are wrong. I'm going with the one of them being wrong.
Yeah, the point at which the player began to dive is kind of just exactly like the slide, right?
Just the slide.
Yep.
Just treat it like a feet first slide.
Which, as you said...
That's going the other way!
Joe got him with the lurk. The user.
He's dirty.
Oh, nice lurk. Yeah. He might give up a lot of points. You might think Joe gives up a lot of points in this tournament, but he can make plays defensively as well. Kind of like those New Orleans Saints in the NFL where they had that Super Bowl run. Defense was making plays, giving up some points, but they were creating turnovers as well, giving up the yards, but it was all right because the offense was putting points on the board. Very fun and exciting player to watch Joel is. But OSU, back to that point, I think definitely that's going to encourage. So we got LeGarrette Blount in Detroit. So that means we're going to be ground and pounding it inside the fight with him. There's no be more than leaping. Exactly.
Comms Isaac says, so all this rules talk, what about the GOAT making his return to the Octagon finally? I haven't heard that Chuck Liddell's making his return to the Octagon.
Hey, he was on the Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother.
Chuck Liddell's funny.
Oh, go ahead, expert. What do you got?
That barn burner we saw over there in the Big Kemp game is 35-10. Big Kemp.
Ooh. Big Cap, are you a UFC guy?
I don't know if he is. I've never been into the UFC.
No? Nobody? Just
no,
I feel like Big Cap might have competed a couple times.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. He went through like a point in his life. He's like, I can get in there with those guys.
Yeah, he's a vet, so I'm sure he could do it.
Update. Ace's download of Madden 19 is at 96%. So,
big win.
We had a lot of people like uninstall the game. I don't really know how that happened.
I just hope it was a glitch and it wasn't done. User error.
Panthers fan 234 with an interesting point. Quarterback sneak is a dive, so can they do that anymore?
Oh.
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Well, they're going to have to take a step.
Conor McGregor is not the GOAT. He lost to Nate Diaz. Like, he's not the GOAT. Sorry. He lost to Nate Diaz. He lost to a bum-ass Diaz brother. Like, he's not the GOAT at that point. Sorry. He's very good, though. All in fairness, the guy
we all know Brock Lesnar's the GOAT.
All 6 matches in the UFC, he gets in the Hall of Fame. It's
it's better than CM Punk's attempt, man. I mean.
Old Phil. Ooh,
that might be an offside. I might give him a first
down.
down.
But it's a 4th and short. Do you take it and go for it?
Joel's kicked 3 field goals right now. This is a guy that puts touchdowns on the board. I think he might take the chance here and actually go for it. It's 4th and inches. He looks like he's going to go for it. This is going to get really interesting really quickly. I told you, Jacoby's defense has been just really great throughout the tournament. I did not expect him to hold Joel to the first 3 field goals instead of allowing him to score once or twice. So that offsides might hurt him right now.
Let's see. Dude, there's something. Boxing is a lot better watched than the UFC. That's just wrong. Boxing is awful.
Yeah.
Boxing is awful.
And it has been for a while.
And it hasn't been good since like the mid '80s. Like,
well, I mean, the Mike Tyson era was fun to watch, but it's really the scoring that's the head scratching part about it.
That's why I hate the UFC too. I hate the I see a guy, I think he's won. Wait, you're telling me he didn't win? Why? Like,
yeah.
It's awesome.
But I think Floyd Mayweather really exposed scoring in boxing as well. He said, "Wait, how do I score points? Okay, watch this.
Bap, 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 bap. I'm never gonna knock anyone out.
Dodge, don't get any clean hits off, and make sure your hits are clean. And we'll see you in 12 rounds."
He is. He is absolutely though. I mean, like, has the fastest hands and feet in the world. Yep. Like, it's unbelievable. But
yeah, that's why his landed punches is just insane.
But, I mean, in the same way, if anybody's a UFC fan, I mean, let's be clear, George St. Pierre was a great fighter for a while and then figured out you could win UFC fights by taking people down, which he was very good at, and then laying on top of them for all 3 rounds. Technically, they never got any offense in, so they can't win, but all he did was lay on top of people. Like, the problems with the unified rules. Somebody else said something. Conor McGregor is GOAT trash cocker, says Will DeBeast 210. I would love to watch Conor McGregor and Chael Sonnen like have just a trash talk fight. Be awesome. 50 Shades came out, says boxing is bad now, but 2 good heavyweights boxing is a lot better than watching UFC. No.
We got a donation.
Uh-oh.
We got a $10 donation from Entrain for Operation Homefront. That's going to put our total to $4,800. 200 away from OSU eating that chip, man. We're almost there, and we haven't even included the T-shirts, which I think already puts us over OSU. I think we're pretty close right there. As a run up the middle, nowhere to go for Joel, and he's just going to end up getting this field goal now. So the offsides really didn't cost him too much.
Will DeBeast in the chat says Brock Lesnar supposed to make a comeback. I have heard that too. I've heard that he might be coming back to the UFC. I thought he would never do it because he's got that diverticulitis where if he gets kicked in the tummy, it hurts him. So that's why. Bomber, thoughts on Roman versus Lesnar at SummerSlam?
I'm tired of it. I don't want to see it anymore. That matchup is just for sports entertainment. You just can't have it 20 times. And for a guy, you already know us. This is where we disagree. I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan. I think he's been misused in WWE, but
facts.
I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, and I did like him when he was on the Shield as he was tied with the lunatic fringe. I'm just a Seth Rollins guy. I like them for support for Seth Rollins, but not as a singles guy.
Yeah, and by the way, folks, we're going to push this all night. 365.maddenbarmley.com. The link is in the chat. Under the EA Access Tournament link, you can buy our EA Access Tournament t-shirts. They're $28, and 50% of the proceeds go into Operation Homefront. So you can get a t-shirt and do a donation, and it's awesome.
And it's $14 for every t-shirt sold. For those not that good at math and don't want to do 28 divided by 2, I got you. $14 for every t-shirt sold goes to Operation Homefront, our charity. I think we've sold between 15 and 20 so far, maybe more. But the last number I heard was 15, which was like 4 or 5 days ago. So I'm always undershooting it so I can be happy at the end of the day.
That was really open. What was that defense? He had 3 options there. Yeah. Oh, it was a cover 2 blitz. Okay. Kevin Owens needs the belt. I'd be fine with putting it on KO. I think KO's been great. KO and Sami Zayn have been the best thing in the WWE recently. I don't like Brock. I think Brock Lesnar is boring. Boring as hell. It's literally suplexes and then eventually hits an F5. It's horrible wrestling.
No, he gets hurt during the middle of it and takes a breather, goes through like a table, and he rests, and then he comes back with suplexes and win.
But Roman Reigns is the king of the rest hold. Like, they're just going to sit there on the ground and lay on top of each other for a while. It's just, oh, my God.
Ugh.
Finn never got his rematch. Bomber and I are very split on Finn Balor.
Yes.
Bomber doesn't like Finn Balor.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I never got the Demon King thing, and always explained it to me, but they don't even use it, so it's like, I don't know. Wrestling talk, I absolutely agree with here on this show, because I think a lot of people who play esports watch wrestling, and I think a lot of people who play esports watch all sports. So I'm always interested in a wrestling debate, and me and OSU, we have different styles.
OSU, where is the link for the T-shirt? It's at 365.net. Here, I'll link.
365.maddenbomberleague.com. You can actually hit the merch tab at the top and go directly to our sponsor, CFN Clothing. That came from Nothing Clothing. And they'll go ahead and get you squared away. The link's on the page. Uh-oh, he's testing the user. Oh, over the top. Matt Ryan on the right side. This is a big time. They need a score here. At least come away with 3. Hopefully no turnover for Jacoby. Last time he had the ball, Matt Ryan threw an interception. So let's see what they can do here at the 41-yard line as they're approaching that red zone here on 2nd and 10. Oh, pass on the left side. It gets batted up. I think that's intercepted, OSU. Wow. Jason McCourty, a big hit. Ball pops up in the air, and I think he ends up flipping around, which is illegal. That's a dive. He caught the ball mid-dive. Should be coming back. Nice defense there by Joel. Man, Matt Ryan, 2 back-to-back picks on the drives. That's big. Let's see if Jacoby's defense can come up big. They've already shut this offensive powerhouse, held them to just 12. All field goals. That's 4 field goals, expert. You kind of surprised that Jacoby has kind of held Joel from getting in the end zone?
Well, I think it's those, something had to give, because like you talked about, Jacoby's been playing lights out defense in this tournament, and Joel's been playing lights out offense. You could say Joel's had the best offense and Jacoby's had the best defense in this tournament.
Yeah.
Something had to give, and Joel's still going to get down the field, but Jacoby always seems to tighten up at the right spot and just give up the 3. He cannot afford to give up 3 here, though. He needs to get a stop.
Absolutely.
Rappers Adlibs in the chat says Rollins does so much for the business, but they don't push him as much as boring wrestlers like Brock or Roman. Well, they did give Seth Rollins a year title run. He's sort of gotten lost.
That's what it is. I think it's just injury. He got hurt, and then he came back and got hurt again. So
he doesn't have great knees or shoulders.
Yeah. But he's a beast. I'll tell you, I saw him at WrestleMania live, and whew.
Oh, he's so good.
It was the best match. You know what, you agreed on that one.
This most recent one. I went to a live show. I saw it was actually it was a Monday Night Raw, and saw it was Rollins and Balor tag team against The Miz and I think it was Bo Dallas, and I'm just continually impressed with Seth Rollins' ring work. He's so good.
Yeah.
Again, folks, if you do want to get one of those T-shirts, the link's in the chat. You'll see it a couple times. It's 365.maddenbomberleague.com under the EA Access Tournament tab. It's about halfway down the page. You'll see the T-shirts. Come in 5 colors, and they are sweet. And again, half the proceeds go into Operation Homefront. 2nd and 10. Ooh. Oh, God. Tom Brady might be dead. Good thing injuries are turned off. In CFM, that's an injury right there. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Hey, we got a Madden 19 giveaway in 9 minutes. That's right. OSU said 8:50, PM. Is that what we said, right? 8:50 PM?
We'll do it at 8:50.
8:50 PM Eastern Standard Time. That's a Madden 19 giveaway. Dealer's choice. That means if you win, you tell us PlayStation, Xbox, heck, even PC, I believe we could do, right?
No, we can't do PC.
Oh, no PC. I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to put that out there. Don't clip it. Don't do some commentary over that. I didn't promise anything. Just PS4 or Xbox, whatever you want, whichever system you're on.
3rd and 10. That's Philip Dorsey. Oh, my God. The hits in this game are so big. Beast Mode saying, and the advertising is for kids, but this is a different era and generation, so I understand, but thank God for WWE Network, I can rewatch the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era had some really good moments. There's also a lot of stuff from the Attitude Era I watch, and I go, we like this? Really?
It's a little corny. Some of it's corny, right?
Again, I really like women's wrestling where it is right now. I like the talent, that there's actually talent in women's wrestling. The bra and panties era, I was always like, this is dumb.
Yeah, I never really got it. Most of my maybe more pervert friends, they actually liked it. But I was not, man, I always disliked. But now, man, I'm going to that all-women's pay-per-view because, man, these girls, they're not, man, they can go, So it's no more like when women's comes on, you feel like it's different. I feel like with the reality shows and stuff, hey, allows couples and wives and husbands to get into wrestling too as well. Kind of has a little bit of a pastime there in later in your life. My wife's big into those reality shows, really into these women wrestlers. And hey, man, they put on good shows. Actually, that Women's Royal Rumble was phenomenal.
Oh my God, that was fantastic. The Women's Royal Rumble was great. Better than the Women's Royal Rumble was the Women's Money in the Bank, which was absolutely one of the best matches I have watched, period. Men's, women's. They really planned that one well. Ember Moon looked fantastic. Took some big bumps. They weren't afraid to put some bumps on the ladies because usually they kind of stay away. They don't want to mark them up too much or risk injury. But, boy, they were doing some ladder spots with Ember Moon and with Becky Lynch, and it was great. Beast Mode says, I miss WCW from back in the day. NWO for life. Bomber's favorite wrestler is, of course... It's Kevin Nash. He loves Kevin Nash, right? It's Kevin Nash. Did I nail that?
You know me very well. Yeah, definitely not a Kevin Nash guy. I always thought Kevin Nash. And dude, when he beat Goldberg, I was excited. Goldberg lost, but man, I was a Scott Hall guy who I still think has the best working punch of all time, and I believe he's the best non-champion of all time too.
Oh yeah,
So he held him to 3 again. So Joel has now kicked 5 field goals, guys. 5 field goals. If Jacoby cannot win with Joel kicking 5 field goals, man, it's going to be tough to think. Oh, man, this seems like an opportunity missed if he can't get this done.
Post route. There it is.
Nice high pass to Mohamed Sanu there. We talked about Mohamed Sanu a couple days ago on the 12-hour stream for quite a bit. OSU, we talked about Sanu, Marvin Jones Jr., those guys from Cincinnati, those 2 and 3, number 2, number 3. They got paid, man. They really got paid when they hit free agency. They looked really great next to A.J. Green. They've shown some decent signs when Sanu's healthy, and Marvin Jones at times has looked good. But, man, they got paid a lot of money.
You know who I miss? I miss the guy with the best name in football, T.J. Hushmanzada.
Oh, man.
Remember him?
That was a nice Bengals team.
Oh.
For Madden, too. Carson Palmer was like 98 throw power.
Yeah.
Their halfback was Rudy Tootie Fresh and Fruity Johnson. I called him IHOP. I used to say I just ran with IHOP. He was nice, and then obviously they had Chad Johnson. But T.J. Hushmanzada was just a whew.
I still remember being a kid in Columbus. In Columbus, we usually got Bengals broadcasts, so we'd watch a lot of Corey Dillon games. Watch Corey Dillon run all over teams.
He was a freak, man.
He was the only good player on those Bengals teams, though. When they had Achilles Smith at quarterback and Kijana Carter, it was Kim. And then I remember watching. Oh, that spin move was dirty. Oh, that spin move was nasty. Oh, Devontae Freeman. Oh, that was filthy. But this is no longer a PG stream because that was nasty. That was absolutely nasty.
Absolutely. And that's the score we're talking about. You know, expert, we said, hey, you held Joel to 5 field goals, but you got to start putting touchdowns in. This is going to be his second touchdown. So you got 5 scores to 2 scores, and he might be tied up at the end of this 2-point conversion.
And dropping back, Matt Ryan
looking,
waiting, finding, back in the end zone. Money ball. It's tied. Tie it up. We're going to the 4th quarter. Expert, a tied game between Joel and Jacoby.
Wow. Talk about a quick drive down the field. I don't think he had an incomplete pass the entire drive. He drove that straight down the field, and then the spin move by Freeman. That deserved stars.
Dirty.
Ooh, what? So we got 5 scores, OSU, to 2 scores, and we got a tie game right now. That's how important it is to get past that pylon and into the end zone. 15-15, 2 of the best competitive players in this Madden community going at it blow for blow here early in Madden 19.
And at the same time, though, think about, taking your points when you can get them. I mean, I know it was 5 field goals, but think about if you go for a couple of those and don't get them and you get no points on it, you could be losing at this point. I mean, points are points, but the ability for Jacoby to find the end zone has kept him in this game, even through some turnovers, whereas Joel has just been with that tough defense and not turning the ball over, as Chris Hogan found underneath. 18-23 for Brady for 296. A great game so far. Panthers fan 234. Bomber, why do you like the Lions?
Oh, let's get out of this 3rd quarter. Before we do that, I'll share why I chose the Detroit Lions, man. I gotta think of something positive to say here. And over the middle, that's Cordarrelle Patterson again. Tom Brady Joel is an excellent passer. He needs to start a passing camp and teach people how to pass because he's just phenomenal in the pocket. He knows who to block as well.
Philip Dorsett. Nice. D-Chill in the chat says, who do you think is a tougher division, NFC South or AFC North?
Well, who do you think, OSU?
NFC South or AFC North? NFC South's got the Saints team and the Atlanta. In Madden, I'll take the NFC South because I think the Falcons and the Saints are both really good. And I think the Panthers are a team you can build around. The
Bucks.
The Bucks have famous Jameis. That's what they got. It's Gronk with the catch. AFC North though is good. I don't think the Steelers are as good as people think they are. There's a lot of age on that team. The Browns are just a great team to build. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson, we'll see. In Madden, I like the Ravens a lot because you do have Lamar Jackson. That's an easy touchdown over the top. That was a run commit easy touchdown. And then Cincinnati's awful. I think it's NFC South and Cincinnati. I think the one that's interesting is the AFC South. Jaguars, Titans, and Texans are 3 great teams. 3 teams I think anybody would be happy to take. And then the Colts.
Well,
are we giving away Madden?
Yes. The Andrew Luck that you expect.
True.
If you get the Andrew Luck you expect, the Colts could be dangerous.
I have a question for the chat. Anyone remember these games? Which game would you consider to be the big national championship? The controversial Miami Hurricanes versus Ohio State Buckeyes from 2003, or USC Texas, Vince Young's 4th and 5 game on the line, taking down that stacked USC squad. Okay, I'm 100% biased. That national championship game between Miami and Ohio State is still one of my greatest memories. I was watching it in a hotel room in Atlanta, driving back from Florida. Stayed up till midnight, watched that go to double overtime. The pass interference call. Willis McGahee's knee getting blown out in the 3rd quarter. Maurice Clarett fumbling the ball and then running back and stripping the ball back from the defender. It was just a great game over the top, and nobody gave Ohio State a chance because they had Craig Krenzel at quarterback. 14-0 that year. But that wasn't even the best game of that season for Ohio State. That year they beat Purdue 13-9 on a last-second touchdown in the last minute from Craig Krenzel to Michael Jenkins, who had a great NFL career. Don't get me started on Ohio State. I'll go for hours. 8:49. We're going to give away that Madden copy shortly. It's going to be the same thing that we did yesterday. It's going to be the random number. I'll give you the range. You guess the number. And if you hit it, you'll win that copy. We got 2 copies. They're both dealer's choice. PS4, Xbox One. Yeah, and then Maurice Clarett went from that year being the one of the highest rushing freshmen in OSU history to trying to go for the NFL. When they didn't have, when they wouldn't let freshmen go to the NFL, then challenged them in court, then lost that, then ended up going in the supplemental draft the next year to the Broncos, then showed up to Broncos camp with a water bottle filled with Grey Goose. So shout out to Maurice Clarett, who then got arrested for armed robbery. Another solid Ohio State graduate. It's 8:50. Let's give away this copy. Bomber, you ready for this copy? You ready to give away?
All right, I'm tweeting it out right now. Just give me 1 minute, and we're going live with the giveaway, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to have to wait just 60 more seconds right now.
Take
your time.
Absolutely.
OSU was wrong. That Texas USC game.
That was great.
Nothing.
And he just went for it on 4th and 22, and Jacoby didn't pick it up. Oh, ouch.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh, this might be the fall here. Jacoby needs to create some turnovers here defensively.
Yeah. Oh, get that one. Oh, it's an incomplete pass, but Vic Beasley just hit the Y button. Just jump up for that bad boy.
Yep.
Yeah, the USC Texas one was great. This last one was great too. With the backup Alabama quarterback coming in after Jalen Hurts was absolutely horrible and throwing that touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
It was just a great game. It was a great game, and I hate Alabama. That was a great game. Chris Hogan's open. Bad news bears for Jacoby, but there's a lot of time left. OSU tell Bomber to check group meet DM. Bomber, check group meet DM. I'm here to help. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, hit the exclamation point donate in the chat so you can see how to donate to Operation Homefront. It's a charity that helps military families. They are absolutely fantastic. So if you have the ability to donate, we certainly would appreciate it. Make sure if you do donate, send a screenshot of your donation to MaddenBomberLeague@gmail.com so we can keep a live tally as James White, that dirty spin into the end zone. It's a 2-score lead now. So after 5 field goals, expert.
Yeah.
I think Joel's figured out how to get in the end zone.
Yeah, he definitely has utilized this run game here in this 4th quarter. Take some time off the clock, go down the field, and I love team celebrations in Madden 19.
Oh, isn't it fun? Isn't it great to see?
The greatest thing I've seen.
WDex Shank says, I share the hate for Bama War Eagle. One of my favorite. I'm a big college football fan. I love Madden. I love the NFL, but I'm a big college football guy. I still love watching Auburn run that field goal back. Auburn's going to win the football game over Alabama, 109 yards. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh my God! Hey, Bomber, can I give away this Madden copy? They're really begging for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna give away this Madden copy in the chat right now.
It's got to be 1 to the number that we have in, though, right? Is that what we're doing it? 1
to 145. 145 people. It's gonna be a random number. Guess between 1 and 145. And ready, go. And we're waiting for the winner.
Deca picks 155. 1 to 145. Deca's first number is 155.
I got Flex Luther 88 was the winner.
What was the number?
Nice.
60.
60. What was 64? Man, there's got to be a backstory on these. We still have another one to give away, so don't go anywhere. That one might be coming up soon as well.
Flex Luther. Congratulations. Flex Luther 88. You're the winner.
And another user pick there from Joel, and that's huge right now. It looks like Jacoby's
Joel's playing an ad right now. Come on, Joel.
And Jacoby has quit the game.
Did he?
Joel's going to move on.
Jacoby down? Jacoby down?
Jacoby down. That's the pick. That's the ball game.
So Joel moving on. Where? Shout out to Flex Luther. I'm whispering to you. Whisper. It sounds so weird saying whisper, but messaging you here on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Lex Luthor said, "I really can't believe I won."
Oh,
what's his name in there? Lex Luthor?
Flex Luthor.
Flex Luthor.
Oh, nice.
Check
Even
your
better.
Twitch DMs. We're giving away one more copy.
Remember when Lex Luthor suplexed Yokozuna on the battleship?
What are we doing?
Yeah, I remember that one. What you mean when Yokozuna jumped up on him?
Yeah.
When Yokozuna body slammed himself?
All right. Well,
what do we got up next?
We got a couple games going on right now. I'm going to check in on all of them. We got Moda and Killer Cam going on right now. Of which
That's community
Motor,
bracket?
Yep, Motor is up 17-0 in that one in the first quarter. Ace Madden, I think, is going right now. Already over. Experts calling it. Let's see what Ace Madden's doing.
GG's in the chat.
I think his game actually is installed. Hey, that's a good one. I'll post this in the chat. In your chat. Look in TeamSpeak. Ace Madden and Civil right now.
That's in the content, I believe, right? Those are two guys from Ace Madden tips on YouTube, right?
Yep.
And those are the two guys that run Ace Madden. So they're playing against each other. They're going to be using their own schemes against themselves.
Yes, sir. We got one more copy of Madden to give away. Flex Luther, make sure you check your Twitch whispers. I got to hear from you in the next hour. Also, I got to give your copy away. So make sure you check it and answer me, please. As we've got Civil and Ace Madden right now. Switch it over to there. Boomski, right there.
We got two good games. It's Ravens, Raiders. We haven't seen these two teams very much.
No, we haven't. We haven't seen the Raiders for sure. Is that Marshawn Lynch?
Oh, right when we flip over, it's a fumble picked up by the Baltimore Ravens as Civil is up 7-3 right now.
What time is the next giveaway? It'll be in this 9 o'clock hour. What system is the last giveaway for? It is for whichever one you want. They're both dealer's choice. NASCAR Fan 24, dude, thanks for streaming. By the way, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Alan the Goat, how do I enter? Just be around and chatting. Well, it's going to be the same giveaway that we just did. It's going to be a random number giveaway. Here in the chat, as we've given away, Barbara, that's our 13th copy of Madden we've given away in the last 3 days.
Wow.
Project Fat joining us in the chat.
Hey, if you wanted to start a franchise league and all your friends didn't have the Madden copy, but you wanted a game share, if you would have won every copy that we gave away and you game shared, OSU, we're talking, it's almost a full league. That could have been 28 people.
Or 26 for those of you who do the math. Only 13.
Well, once
we're
we
not
get
there
to
14.
14. Once we get to 14, you really question myself. I said, wait. 14 plus 14 is 26. Wait, hold on real quick.
Alfredo, what's your time zone? We're in Eastern time. All these are Eastern times. So 9 o'clock Eastern. in that time period. And make sure you donate to Operation
squad.
Homefront, guys. Seriously, we're $200 away from hitting the $5,000 mark. Doing some good and helping out Operation Homefront, a charity that does a ton of work.
We got a donation!
Donation.
OSU, are you ready?
I'm
Should
ready.
I do my... Hey, expert, do the best Triple H impression you got of the Are You Ready? Come on, let's see. I want your voice just get a little grimy with it. Nice.
Wait, so
no way.
no, you gotta start it right. You gotta start it out right. You gotta start it right. You gotta say, hey, Bomber, do we have a donation? So, are you ready?
Okay, I'm gonna wait for
No! I said, are you ready? I was more Vince McMahon.
Literally,
a little more Vince McMahon.
That's half Vince McMahon. That's about 80% Vince McMahon. 20%.
You're fired! Sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
All right, we got a donation for Operation Homefront from our man Unisolated for, drum roll, $200.
We hit 5K, baby!
$1,000
Wow.
raised for
Yeah.
Operation
Wait a second.
Homefront.
That means I gotta eat a hot chip.
And he's got to eat a hot chip. OSU said,
I'm not ready for that.
OSU said you got it. You get it, and Unisolated says chip time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Claps in the chat.
I thought we were buddies. I thought we were friends. Colby's $29,000 donation finally went through. We're at $34,000. I'm gonna need a screenshot of that donation, Colbster. Gonna need that bad boy. Oh, shout out to Unisolated, the assistant NBL network director, for that $200 donation. $5,000 for Operation Homefront. Bomber, yeah, you know, when we started talking about a charity, we set our goals pretty low. We were just sort of trying to do a little bit of good. $5,000. That's awesome. We're gonna do.
Hey,
some
and
really
I'll
good.
tell you what. You spoke with Operation Homefront. They were all in. They were excited to be a part of this, but they weren't thinking $5,000. They weren't thinking $5,000. But our community stepped up to the plate, and man, they're going to be excited, man, because this is the real deal. This is a big thing. What percent is it? 92% of 9.2 cents. I mean, 92 cents on every dollar. I was going to say of every 10 cents. 92 cents on every dollar goes straight to military families, helping military families. You can check them out, operationhomefront.org. They do a lot of tremendous work, and we're going to be willing to share this money with them and let them know, hey, we got $5,000 for you. Let's help some military families that are always helping us. Absolutely excited about this. As Lamar Jackson is just fast. He's just fast. He's just fast.
Oh, that was a dirty juke move. Again, this is not safe for children. It's not safe for work because it's getting dirty here on the NBL network. Nasty, nasty juke move. And look at him dance on him. He's dancing on him.
I love the dance animations. I just wish they would tell us which does what. You know, because I'm going to have to just start writing down when I score with certain players what this one does to make sure I'm getting the best dances out of there. Maybe it's in the edit. I haven't checked it out. Maybe it's when you edit players, it tells you what the dance is.
I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't even thought
I don't know.
that. I just want somebody to do the OC.
I just want them, I want them to not put the screen up so we can see the animation.
Yeah, I want to see the dance. Like, it is annoying trying to look through the dance through the play call screen while we're calling extra points. Like, can we wait a second? Can we just see it for a second? Let them dance on them, guys.
Earlier today, we saw Joel make it to the Elite 8. One more victory, he wins his competitive bracket, and he heads to the Final Four, in which all four brackets, you got Community 1, Community 2, Content Bracket, Comp Bracket. It'll be a Final Four between those four guys. Man, Joel's looking like the favorite right now, but don't sleep on Big Kemp.
14-3, your score here between Civil and Ace Madden. Ace Madden, the Raiders, trying to come back in this game. This Oakland Raiders team took a big hit from last year. This was sort of one of the better teams to take with that great offensive line with Marshawn Lynch, with Derek Carr. Derek Carr's ratings went down, though, after having a tough season. Amari Cooper had a tough season. They do have Martavis Bryant. Their big problem is they've got an old offensive line. So a lot of those guys that are really good, it's an old offensive line, and they retire really quickly. Defensively, boy, that D-line is bad. That cornerback is bad. It's just not good. It's just not good. Two good safeties in Carl Joseph and Obi Melifonwu, but it's going to be a tough team to build around because the young pieces, Khalil Mack is great, but Derek Carr is okay. Amari Cooper is good. Worse last year. He's coming out of the box now this year at 86 overall. He was, I think, 89 out of the box last year. Not that I would know or anything, but I was the Oakland Raiders. I love him. Amari Cooper was great. He was great. Absolutely great. Big
You
shout out to
had some issues with him, man. You blamed him a couple times. You wonder why his hands weren't as strong as they should be.
He had the case of the drop C's for a while.
But then you realize Derek Carr was maybe you. Get out of here. You kicked Derek Carr out of town.
Yeah, took out Derek Carr, brought in Deshaun Kaiser. That was a mistake. Brought in Marcus
why he
Mariota.
did that. But that's just the Cleveland in you, the Ohio in you. You just couldn't avoid that.
Whoa, what a dot there, and there's the Cooper dropsy.
Oh, yeah. When you drop it from the bucket on 4 people like that,
Yeah.
it's really. Oh, so this is the guy that pauses it after bad plays, huh? Is that what that is?
He's got to take a deep breath. He's like, I'm so mad.
Gotta let his opponent know that he's kind of upset about that drop. He does the quick little pause thing.
He's like,
I used to do that with my friends.
Record, clip, upload. Yeah. I am so mad. Madden 19 # worst game ever. Been there, done that.
Unless he pulls it, unless he comes back. That was a 4th down too.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's why I had to pause. Just time out. Lamar's in the game here for Baltimore and Civil. Will he get another touchdown before the half's over? Dude, he is so fast. He's so fast. He's not even fair fast.
Yeah, he's explosive. Whoever gets him year 1 in your franchise mode, you got to really think. If you go, balls to the wall with Lamar Jackson and win that Rookie of the Year, you're going to have yourself an elite quarterback for the entire duration of your August to August gaming experience. It's going to be really exciting watching Baltimore. I'm interested to see who picks them in the NBL. Who got the Ravens by chance in Dynasty? If you're on PS4, go to the DynastyMaddenLeague.com and sign up with our partners on PlayStation 4, the Dynasty. That's the DynastyMaddenLeague.com. DADYNASTY Madden League. Don't. I know he's over there checking me on every word. He's like, yep. I hope I said it right. Yeah. So tell us who took the Ravens over there.
That is a very easy answer. His name is HSpeed30.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah.
He is a diehard Redskin fan. The Redskins were actually taken, I think, at 13 or 14, and he selected, I think, 16 or 17. He took the Ravens because of Lamar Jackson.
Well, derp. He didn't take the Ravens because of Joe Flacco. Settle down.
Hey, I've been running this NBL since Madden 25, so nearly 5 years right now. We've been having this league go August to August, but I have never seen anybody take the Baltimore Ravens because of Joe Flacco in those 5 years. I don't know what it is about him. People just aren't interested in him. Also, I want to point out, people were playing that backup quarterback before that. Who was it? Tavares Jackson, was it?
Tavares Jackson.
Yeah, back when the read option was alive and well, people were playing him over Joe Flacco.
Over the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joseph K. Flacco. I assume everybody's middle name is a K. I'll be honest. As we're in the 9 o'clock hour here, folks, streaming some Sweet 16 games here in the NBL EA Access Tournament. We'll have our championship game tomorrow night right here on the network. Don't miss out on that one. I know we're going to be giving away, we're going to have giveaways during that too. We're going to have a Xbox, I think a $25 gift card we're giving away. And I think we're going to have a couple more. So don't miss out on that. Who knows? Who knows? Get crazy in here. 17-3. Civil on top. You think Ace Madden has got a... How many more pauses do we see from Ace Madden in this game?
All right, over and unders on 3. And do we see an early concede? That's another possibility here right now.
Flacco.
Flacco is the pride of Delaware. It's a proud man right there. Alvader 007, no PS4, it's dealer's choice. Dealer's choice.
Yep, PS4 or Xbox, whatever you got.
The Dreamcast copies aren't out yet. Sega Genesis. Ouya. Anybody got an Ouya? Anybody go out and buy the Ouya?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I'm lost.
It was a system. It came out like 3 years ago. Who was it developed by? It wasn't Steam, I don't think. Ouya console. It was an Android-based console.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and watch videos about. I like watching videos about bad consoles, like top 10 worst consoles.
It was a Kickstarter system. Everybody they raised $8.5 million. This is the 5th highest earning project in its history at the time.
Wow.
And it was a giant pile of doo-doo. It was horrible. It was no good.
And what'd they charge for it?
$99. It was the $99 system. So you knew you got what you paid for.
Oh, well, there's some consoles that came out in the 90s. You can find them on YouTube, like top 10 worst consoles. Apple had one that came out, and they were charging like $800 for it in the mid-90s. and they just were horrible. They had like no games, no real content, but really powerful beyond their time. Just didn't work out at the current time in the market because they just didn't have developers. But man, there's some really interesting stories about gaming consoles, and one of the most famous would be that Sega Dreamcast, the last Sega console, which was really good at the time. It came out for about a year until PS2 came out.
Yep.
Yeah, it was certainly an interesting. Oh, dude, I didn't even notice that thing. Bomber, that's so cool.
What's that?
I was just on the website and I saw the MBL is live on Twitch thing pop up. That's dope. It's
Oh,
dope
yeah.
on the new
Got it at
website.
the top to
That's
send
awesome.
people from the website there. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Website's pretty nice.
You can get one of those t-shirts on the website.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Biddies.
Well, you know what, expert. I don't like your kind words. I'll be more impressed if you say something bad about our website. That I'll go, all right. Well, that's
just sit there and be
cool.
like, "Did Dynasty's got the better website?"
Yes, yeah. Tell us, hey, Dynasty's.
We've got magazines with real articles.
Hey, I love our website, but I will not talk bad about y'all's website. It is gorgeous.
I like
it is
y'all's
very
website
easy
too,
to
actually.
manage.
And one of the reasons I
Easy to go
actually
through.
was inspired to change that, I think that was one of the weaknesses of our whole. I think we had all this stuff on history, and it was more just like a plethora of information as opposed to presenting it in a way that makes it entertaining and really shows off the community that we have. I love the Dynasty's website. I talked to Noop a little bit about
Barbara, let's see you
how
say
much I
something
like it
bad
and stuff
about
like
them.
that.
Come on, I'm tired
What's
of hearing
up?
the nice. I'm tired of hearing the nice words. Say something bad.
Yeah,
about
tell
them.
Noop, man, if I ever see him, game over.
Game over for Barbara.
It's game over. I can't say that.
Oh, over the top, right in the bucket, money ball.
Oh, here we go. He's right back in it. No
Dance
pause
on him!
needed.
Dance
No
on
pause
him with
needed.
Cooper!
NPN.
I love it. Beast mode.
No
If
pause.
NCAA football came back with the NBL running NCAA Bomber League.
Hey man, that's you know what? I never commit to doing extra things like that. I say we're just 2 leagues, but I'll tell you what, that's how much I believe that game will never come back. If we do it, we're running 10 leagues on NCAA. Who's with me?
I'm just saying no. There's no chance because it'd be called the NCAA Sunny League. Sonny Weaver would run it first. He'd dive on that grenade. Rogue says Dreamcast better than PS2. I agree. I love the Sega Dreamcast.
Dude, I love Dreamcast. And the games that Sega Sports is probably one of the most underrated developers of all time. At that point, the games that they were putting out under Sega Sports, which was a 2K game at one point, man, that was just whew.
Oh, I forgot those 2K. Also,
Yeah.
Sega had the best opening music when you turned on your game. Sega. It was so satisfying.
The only problem was they put out like 12 consoles from like 92 to 97.
They did. They were throwing out Segas left and right.
Yeah.
Sega Saturn, Sega CD, Sega 32 or whatever. I was like, I went over to my buddy's house. He had like 4 of them like stacked onto each other, and they were all like, you know what I'm saying? They were all built to like fit inside of themselves, and like you were creating this monster gaming console that looked kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, but it was just weird.
Yeah, poor Biddies invested $99 in Ouya. It was a Kickstarter system. There was a new company and had no games. It was literally an emulation machine. $99. Biddies. Oh my God, NFL 2K was life. Yeah, I love Sega. Love Sega. I've. All right, Bomber. I'll ask you. I'll ask both of you guys this.
What's up?
Do you guys still play any old systems? Or are you like, if you go and try to play an old game, or you're like, boy, these graphics suck, the controls suck, I can't do it?
Okay, I'll go first. For me, I would never do it by myself because I'm a social gamer. So yeah, I could play it with my boy. We could play a tournament. Like last tournament I had, probably old system, and because I've moved and I'm not close to them anymore. But we played an NBA Jam tournament, and that was crazy fun.
Shout out to NBA Jam.
Yeah, it was a Super Nintendo.
He's on
one.
fire.
My team
Boom,
was Mark Price.
shakalaka.
I like the Cavs. Mark Price when
Price.
he caught fire.
Mark Price, baby, he was the shooter.
Yep.
He was Steph Curry back then, in my opinion.
Mark Price and
Yeah,
Jonas
Xbox
Ilgauskas.
360 and PlayStation 3 will never die in my house.
So you still love the 360 and the, well, I
Absolutely.
was
Halo 1 and Halo 2 must be played.
That's what I was just about to say.
every
Here's the
single
thing,
week.
though. I love 1 and 2. Halo 3 is my favorite Halo game of all time, especially Halo 3 multiplayer. It's out of this world. I love Halo 3 multiplayer, but Halo 2 multiplayer is great. I'm a Halo guy. I tried playing, like, I have an N64. I went and, like, tried playing, like, 007, like, just, like, because I love the campaign of 007. I love campaigns that have, like, 38 levels, like, actually have to play through a bunch of stuff. yeah, I got through like 2, and I was like, it's just too hard. It's so bad. It's so. But like socially, I love playing like Mario Party 3 and all that stuff. I can play the old systems. I love them.
And plus for girl like women who aren't like real gamers, they could actually pick up those games and be somewhat, especially Mario Party and stuff. It's not hard.
Yeah.
But then also you look at, but what about N64 GoldenEye? I mean, that game was. That was like a game changer game. That's a game I wanted to come home.
It changed the world. It changed the world of video games. Again, the single player is hard to play. I hate it. But playing with friends, that multiplayer, put that on facility, turn on power weapons, and let's roll. It's game on.
And how long could you play? I mean, 3 hours would pass by, and I'd be like, oh, crap, I got to go home.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Mario parties are fire. Almost all of them are great.
3rd and 23, here comes the heat. Let's see if Oakland can get a stop here. I know Civil's trying to keep the lead ahead of
yeah, that's the thing, Biddies. I tried going back and playing GoldenEye, and it's so goddamn hard to walk and look with one joystick. I remember the first time I played. Oh, that was a nice throw. I remember the first time I played Xbox. It was I played Halo 3 at a friend's house. I had never used an Xbox controller, and I was like, man, trying to use 2 sticks, this sucks, man. It's awful. I can't even do it. It's horrible. And now I try going back and playing with one stick. I'm like, I don't even know how to do this. He missed the field goal. Oh,
did that hit the crossbar?
It hit the crossbar.
You know, that's the same animation for when it's good. Have y'all seen it last year where it would hit the net and bounce back, and you're like, wow, that's big. Maybe you should have went for it there. It was only 3 yards. Wow.
Bananas checking in from dinner.
That hurt.
Bananas, go away. Nobody cares. I stripped it out. Oh, it went out of bounds. It was the user strip, and it went out of bounds. Oh, almost a big turnover. JY says, my brothers and I still play Coach K on Sega every time we get together. Camby and UMass or the O'Bannons in UCLA. Marcus Camby. Oh,
I love Marcus Camby, especially when he developed a nice little jump shot in Denver. It was ugly. It was Cartwright-esque, but it was money from 15. Wow.
I still love watching those old things. I was is EA Access acting up? Kind of acting up? I mean, again, I've told Bomber this tons of times. My team when I was really little, I was a Supersonics fan because I loved Sean Kemp for some reason. I don't know why. Like, legitimately.
Because he was a beast. Like, he was crazy exciting.
Like, kindergartner me was a big Sean Kemp guy, but
and his shoes were fire.
In the 90s, I was a big New York Knicks fan. Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, like, I loved that Knicks team.
Oh, they went to the finals, man. They just ended up playing, you know, Goliath.
And I always rooted for the Jazz. I always rooted for that Jazz team to beat the Jordan Bulls. And fun fact, never happened.
Hey, well, they went back to back. They went there back to back. I think
don't forget, Michael Jordan pushed off Byron Russell. Never forget. He just shoved him off. Just won the fadeaway. It was a foul. It should be going the other way. The refs blew that game.
Bring it back,
dude. Latrell Sprewell, when he wasn't busy shooting people in the streets, he was awesome on the floor.
Choking coaches.
Yeah, choking coaches and stuff like that. He's
up there. Rasheed Wallace, Latrell Sprewell are like one of my most underrated.
Oh, Cooper caught that! Are you kidding me?
Drop what? Wow. Amari Cooper, he might drop some, but he just hung onto that ball and basically put his digital life at risk. They're on the 2-yard line trying to tie this game up. No more pauses. No pauses needed. Raiders are on a comeback to him.
But yeah, Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston from the corner with that sweet jump shot.
But I say Latrell, Rasheed Wallace are two of the most underrated all-time players in the NBA because Latrell had so much. And when he finally developed, some sort of offensive mid-range game, his slashing game, when he was at Golden State and even into New York and heck, even into Minnesota, he was just phenomenal. His defense was, he was top of the league in defender, one-on-one defender. He was a beast.
It was, then they had Patrick Ewing, then it was Marcus Camby in the center. Charlie Ward played point guard.
Yep, former quarterback for FSU, and that's a touchdown Oakland.
Larry Johnson
tied the game up.
Larry Johnson.
But that wasn't Grandma Ma Larry Johnson. That was his back was gone by then. He was 3-point shooting. He had a 4-point play in the playoffs once. I remember big shot.
Kurt Thomas, a power forward. Chris Childs.
He probably had Chris Dudley too, I think.
Yep, Chris Dudley. But
Ewing was hurt. Canby was there.
Yep, Allen Houston was my guy. I loved Allen Houston. I loved that jump shot.
No, that jump shot was that was the Ray Allen before Ray Allen. But his was more. he had more. It was a jump shot, right? I mean, he really left off the ground, off the dribble. Whew. It was just pretty. His game was smooth.
And then you got into the 2000s and those Knicks teams. They took a turn. They tried to build around Latrell Sprewell and was like, Vin Baker. Like, that's what it turned into.
And Vin Baker, I mean, that lockout really hurt him. He got fat. Same with Sean Kemp.
Stephon Marbury. That's who they built around. It was the Stephon Marbury year.
Yeah, and then remember they brought in Francis with them, too. Steve Francis from Houston.
From Houston. He was so good in Houston for, like, 2 years.
Yeah. And he was horrible playing next to Marbury. And then Isaiah Thomas was the coach, and it just all collapsed.
What time is the giveaway? In the next half hour, we'll give that away. I don't want to give the time, but in the next half hour. We'll see what the other games are doing, but soon. Don't worry. We will give it out. And again, it's dealer's choice.
So here, Whitehead is a Raider now?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I miss late 90s, early 2000s basketball. I loved watching basketball then. I don't like it. I don't like it as much.
Funny Sean Kemp story. That's the first pair of shoes I stole.
Really?
Oh, you thief, huh?
Yeah.
Say something bad about him now. The Dynasty, join their league if you want to be a thief. Garyon Conley dropped the pick.
Oh, man, Civil's really falling apart here.
Wow.
He was up 17-3, had an opportunity to go up 21-3 OSU. The Raiders, they were pausing. They were pausing out of frustration.
Like, I need a second. I need a second.
And right
I'm
now,
pissed. I need a moment.
We haven't seen a pause yet. And now look who's going in for it, 4th and 16 on their own 19. These are two friends. They're both from Ace Madden Tips on YouTube. Check them out. But, man, we got ourselves a ball game right now, fellas.
So you stole did you steal any of Sean Kemp's 94 children? Because that's what Sean Kemp's known for now, right? Like, he has like 800 kids.
He's got a ton of them. Yes.
Does he? He's like the Cromartie of...
he does not
He's the Cromartie of the NBA.
That's a pick.
Well, that's got to be picked.
No, just bet
don't
that
pick
down.
it. Yeah,
it's
don't
a smart
pick
bet.
it.
It's a smart play.
Yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah. Decade Dog. I lost most of the 90s, too. I was there. Just don't remember much of that decade. Oh, Decade Dog's, I think, my favorite person in the NBA. I'm not going to lie. We met him at the lake house, and he's just one of the truest dudes you'll meet. He will say what he's
yeah, you know what I heard about Deca is he's exactly what he is on the
God. No different.
He's the same person.
The hell are you doing? And then he went to sleep, and we made bad decisions because he was basically our dad. What's with the font on the audibles? Does that font look really big? Kemba Walker underrated, said Suicide Tom.
I like Kemba Walker. I think he's gotten a lot better as a pro than he was in college. He couldn't shoot. His jump shot has gotten way better off the dribble. And they're trying to trade him, which was weird for me to hear.
Suicide Tom, I still remember watching. I remember watching that Big East tournament that Kemba Walker went nuts on.
Oh yeah,
scored 60 points in the first game.
That was against Syracuse, right?
Yeah.
In New York. Yep. Oh no, I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Johnny. Whatchamacallit from Syracuse.
Oh, Johnny. The dude with the cornrows.
The guy drafted by the Timberwolves.
Johnny Flynn.
Flynn, yeah. And even you say that right now because he hasn't done anything. That sounds wrong to me, but that's absolutely right. Like I know it. Flynn. I absolutely remember.
Flynn.
Man, what happened to
Johnny
him?
Flynn.
Let's talk.
He had a 15 minutes of fame and.
Hey, what about Johnny Manziel last night? Did you catch those highlights?
Yeah, Johnny Football.
Johnny the GOAT.
And he looked bad. A couple of them weren't his fault, but I mean, the ones that were just really, really bad. There goes Derek
Showing
Carr.
off those wheels.
He's down.
Where's David Carr these days? I miss David Carr.
On the NFL Network.
David Carr was a guy my dad said, watch, he's going to retire early, then he's going to come back and he's going to be one of the best in the league. I said, what? I don't know where he just said that like on a Sunday, and I was like, wait, what?
Kicks up and good, and so just like that, Ace Madden up 20-17 over Civil.
Wow.
This game was looking like it was going to be over, and all of a sudden. Now you're giving
all of a sudden, it's pretty much a 17-0 run here for the Oakland Raiders. Ace Madden Tips, check them out on YouTube, both of these guys. Man, talk about a phenomenal comeback here for the Oakland Raiders once down 17-3.
Yeah.
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. That's all I got. Every time I hear phenomenal.
He's the GOAT.
OSU Bomber, do we have a current total for the shirts to add to the donation? We do not. We are waiting on a count.
It's over $200 though. I know that.
It's $10,000. Somebody bought every shirt ever made. Does Civil have anything left in the tank? Finds a man over there. Oh, nice pass. Fights forward, 39-yard line. 3 minutes to go. Bomber, do you ever worry about scoring too soon in these games? I mean, 3 minutes left, like you score with a minute 40 left. That's a lot of time to get back. Do you ever worry about that, or is it just about...
Yeah, it depends on my opponent, and honestly, I do. If I feel like I can't stop anybody, like if I was playing Joel, for example, when Gub was playing Joel, he left him 30 seconds with 3 timeouts, which is, you know, easily 6 or 7 plays, and that's going to be intentional grounding, right? They're calling that this year. Yeah, you look at these teams, and it's just it's crazy. It's crazy right now, the back and forth they have. But yeah, I worry about it. You score quickly, especially against an Oakland Raiders team that just ran off a 17-0 run. They're feeling pretty hot and confident right now. You want to make sure you get that last point on the board, and you want it to be 6.
What's going on? RBabs 1999. NASCAR fan says, "Hey OSU, can we only guess one number or multiple numbers? I assume only one, but want to make sure. You can guess as many as you want. It will. The giveaway runs until the number is hit. Once the number is hit, it stops the giveaway and tells me who won. So guess as many numbers as you can." Ooh. Oh, it's looking bad. Oh, it's looking bad. And Khalil Mack is a bad man. Khalil Mack is a bad, bad man. I can't wait for them to be the Las Vegas Raiders. The money is going to be so good in Oakland. Well, it's going to be Las Vegas. So, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the LV Raiders. The number's not now. Settle down. The giveaway hasn't started. Stop putting numbers in the chat. All right, good luck. Hey, I hope you guys win. Look, one person puts numbers and everybody's throwing numbers in the chat. You didn't even see the thing that says, oh, right over the top, and he dropped it. I love it. I just love it. One person puts a number in the chat, and everyone's like, bam, 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 bam. It will tell you in the chat when it says. Nightbot will sit there and say, yo, here's the
NASCAR's
range.
fault.
Dude, Damian Fields is going to town. He's guessing every number between 15 and 1. I think he's gotten every number. Brett Staples is guessing numbers. Here, I'm going to start putting numbers in the chat. We're just going to keep this going. 54, 63, 98, 69. Shout out to Gronk. Anthony the Rat. Remember when you went to when you had 2 McDonald's cups the other day? I went to McDonald's and got 2. Attaboy, that's the way to do it. Get the double drink. 4th and 36 for Lamar Jackson. Is he really running a cover 2 with a couple deep vertical hook zones? You run any post route, that's money. Oh, that's a tough throw. Yeah. Just keep putting numbers there, folks. I was enjoying our chat for a while. Look at that. I had Taco Bell for dinner last night. Hey, Wolfman, I did too. I had some T-Bell. Well, Baltimore has a chance they can hold Oakland to a 3-pointer, a little field goal here. But if Ace Man's able to find the end zone, I think stick a fork in them. They're still going. I love it. I love it. Keep it rolling. 44,000. Yeah, it's going to be, the range is going to be between 1 and 44,446. So, good luck. But I love you guys. I love everybody tuning in tonight. Hope you guys are having fun here watching some Madden. Watching this is Sweet 16. We're going to have the championship tomorrow night. So, I hope you guys tune in. Hope you guys, if you have an ability to donate, you give some money to Operation Homefront because they're a great charity. It really is. That's really what it's all about. We're celebrating the game, having a lot of fun with Madden 19. But most of all, doing this for a great cause. Expert's been hanging out with us all weekend. Expert, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having fun with this thing.
Dude, I'm having a blast. I couldn't imagine doing anything else this weekend. Just hanging out with you and Bomber's been pretty cool.
You're part of the family now. You're one of us. It's sort of game over at this point.
That's it. Then watching guys put numbers in the chat.
They're still rolling.
Is amazing.
All right, we have a winner. We don't have a winner.
Yes, I'm in my coffin from Big Kemp. Hey,
worst number guesses
Big
ever.
Kemp.
Disagree.
Big Kemp has a chance, OSU, to play in that final.
He does. Big Kemp's still alive. Big Kemp is still alive. Might be in the final. Again, the winner of this tournament gets that signed Saquon Barkley helmet, an Elgato HD60S capture card, and a copy of Madden 19 Hall of Fame edition. It's a pretty good prize pack for first place.
Yeah. Top 8 guys get something.
Yeah, I mean, top 8 are guaranteed prizes. Getting to the Elite 8 is big, as timeout taken by Ace Madden. Civil still got all 3 timeouts, but they need to stop. They need to stop bad.
Can only give up 3 here.
I'm just going to keep throwing numbers in there to see. I love it. It just makes me laugh. It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
All right, I'm back. What'd I miss?
A lot of numbers are still being in the chat. Derek Carr fumbles it, picked up by the offensive lineman.
Uh-oh.
Ah, it's 4th and 1.
Wow, why didn't he pass it to A wide open?
Touchdown.
Congrats to Rogues. You win. You guessed Squirtle. Squirtle was the number. Homer is just enticing people. Someone was close, but correct number is still out there. What a jerk. What a jerk. Homer, you're the worst. I'm having, oh, this is great, man.
Are they playing it and it hasn't even, we haven't even given away yet?
We're not even doing a giveaway. They've been doing it for like 5 minutes. It just makes you laugh. These are the things that you gotta find, enjoy. You gotta enjoy the simple things in life, folks. This is one of them. You guys are killing me right now. I think it's hilarious. Especially Legitimate Peace, who I think has gone through every number. I think he has gone every number. All right, Bomber. Civil has a chance. Minute 3, 2 timeouts. He's got to put a touchdown on the board. It's been a rough couple of quarters. Started out so strong, but
yeah, touchdown wins it though. So there's still hope, even though you've been outscored 20-0 since we've taken over watching this broadcast. Got an opportunity here to still win this game. Let's see if they can get it done here. Baltimore Ravens.
Did Joel win?
Yeah, Joel won.
Joel won. Joel did beat Jacoby. And is this Civil playing? Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is Civil versus Ace Madden. Both of them from Ace Madden Tips. You can find it on YouTube. And yeah, Joel's headed to the Elite 8.
43 seconds and counting. A lot of adjustments here for Civil. Needs a touchdown to win it. 6 points ties, then he's got to kick that extra point, which extra points are not given. Darth Ben saying, put Flacco in the game. Would you put Flacco in the game?
Oh, man, I would think about it, but right now you've pretty much already committed to Lamar Jackson. He's got the speed, athleticism, but I think they got Khalil Mack over there and contain, which is huge to have him on the D-line. I mean, as a Project Fat, he'd love putting Khalil Mack there, defensive end.
Legitimate Piece, bro. I was listening to something and saw numbers popping up, so I started guessing, just trying to get a code. See, that's commitment. 31 seconds.
You got to take a shot.
Bounds. 4th and 2. So now you got to worry about getting the first down, most importantly. But man, oh man, 2 timeouts left. They need a touchdown. They're 70 yards away.
Yeah, Ace Madden has really fell apart here in the second half. Outscored 20-0. Was once up 17-3. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the game.
Blitz coming. Down goes Jackson. It's game, set, match. Wow. Ace Madden. Hey, Bomber. We're going to do a giveaway in like 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes?
Yep, 2 minutes. Better get people in here. Better start your tweeting.
All right, I got it. Give me 5.
Give me 5. You're getting 2. Because this is our last game of the night. I don't think we have anyone else going right now.
I think this is it.
So last game of the night. Don't forget tomorrow, folks, right here on the NBL Network, twitch.tv/NBL Network. We're going to have more giveaways. We're going to have the finals of the tournament. And you're going to have this ugly mug. So really everything positive. Expert, you going to be around tomorrow? You going to hop on with us?
Of course, I'm here.
I knew it was an answer. I knew it was going to be yes.
Maybe he's... Wait, hold on. I'm starting to feel bad. Maybe Expert is a guy that just can't say no.
Expert, I can test this.
That's not true.
Hey, Expert, can you be on the next 30 days consecutively? I'm going to need you to cover for me for a while. No, sir? Okay.
Wait, tell us your work schedule. We'll tell you when we're streaming.
Football
season
starts. Football season starts Monday. I'm a defensive coordinator for a high
school
football team.
You excited?
Oh, man, I bet you their defense is giving up a lot. What are you running? What are you running over there? 4-4 defense?
Okay, so we play 6-man football.
Okay.
So we run a lot of man. A lot of man.
Thanks, man.
A lot of cover 3. And then we'll sprinkle a 2 here and there. But, yeah, mostly man because it's 6-man football.
All right, so answer me this before we do this giveaway. All right, we got 6-man football up here in Michigan, too. What are the big differences between a 6-man and a full 11-man game strategically? Is there a big difference?
All right, so in 6-man football, every player is eligible. So the guy that snaps the ball to the guy that's lined up at wide receiver all can go out for a pass. They can all catch it. It's not illegal.
Okay.
Here in the state of Texas, whoever catches the ball first on the snap cannot run. He must either hand it off or throw the ball. He cannot sneak.
So there's no scrambles.
So
because that would be bonkers in 6-man football.
There is. There's a way to get around it. So we actually snap it. My son is a junior this year. My son is 6'3", 250 pounds.
Woo!
And he plays up back for us. So we actually snap the ball to him. He turns around and pitches it to our quarterback, and they play a little two-man game with my son blocking, and then sometimes he'll sneak out and catch the ball. He's a monster.
So y'all play really glitchy over there, huh?
So you guys
Absolutely.
A lot of cheese, huh?
You're cheesy. Got
Absolutely.
It. Got it.
We
what
are
you
the
can expect
cheese,
from the Dynasty.
We are the cheese West Texas Oilers.
Atta boy! All right, so here's what we're going to do, okay? Everybody's asking how to enter the giveaway. It's going to be a random number draw in the chat. You'll see it pop up from Nightbot. It's going to be from 1 to whatever we are at viewers-wise at that point. We're going to do it at the end of this promo. I'm going to play the Dynasty promo because Expert's been hanging out with us. We've got to play that DML promo. It's hot. When we get back on, we're going to run that giveaway, and then we're going to get off the air, and you guys can get back to your Saturday night. So check out this DML promo.
It's your boy Expert, and I wanted to let y'all know about the top Madden simulation league on the PlayStation. It's called the Dynasty, and we pushing out top content from the DML network, just like your boy show. It's called Expert's Corner, where I interview top personalities throughout the gaming industry and so much more. If you want to jump into this league, hit us up on the DynastyMaddenLeague.com, put an application in, and one of the homies will get back with you so you can join our development league called the Blueprint. This is the top PS4 Madden Sim League. We grind 365 days. You do not want to miss this. As always, it's your boy Expert, and I'm out.
I'm not starting until people stop it in the chat. And you know who started this one, Bomber? You know who started this?
Homer.
Doughboy!
Of course he did.
What? 45. Leave it to Doughboy. Is Uber's in the chat? Is Uber YouTuber in the chat? Yeah, he is. What's going on, guys? It's Uber YouTuber now in the chat who will get destroyed by OSU in a chicken wing eating contest. I will take you down, Uber. I will take you down. You may have the 40-yard dash on me. I will take you down. It hasn't started yet. You guys.
Hey, I know how we could get around the people messaging right now. You could just do it from 10,000 to 10,100. All right, I'm gonna start it up. I haven't told people the range, so good luck with all these. I've started it. It's between 500 and 650. Between 500 and 650, guys. Bomber,
People
did you
still
just
put
guess?
in 4.
Yeah, I guess.
4.
Somebody put 125. That's not gonna win. Could have been just a good 1 to 145, but no, you guys all had to type in the chat. I am enjoying this. I'm having fun. It's great.
56-56.
We got 140 people hanging out with us right now. It's awesome.
Yeah, those chat message numbers are going up.
Whoever's guessing 300, that's not good. There we go. We got our winner. It is D-Chill23, who's been chatting with us the whole time. Good to see you guys.
Oh, good, man. Hey, that's karma right there working out.
Shout out to D-Chill23. Oh, my God. I'm going to message you here on Twitch.
Is that Twitter and Twitch together? Twits?
Oh, dude, I'm losing my damn mind. I will kick you out. Leave me alone.
Get that man a 7-layer burrito.
I got heartburn. I'm falling asleep.
Hey, something happened during that 12 hours, man. I know Expert, he might have left and came back, so he avoided it, but something was taken from me, man. It didn't. Remember, we was up late night talking that night. You remember? But dude, these next day and a half, I've been feeling some kind of way, man. Like something about those 12 hours. It definitely gets to you, man.
Well, we got to give a big shout out before we get out of here to the sponsors of the EA Access Tournament, Daddy Leagues, of course, the Dynasty. We've been hanging out with Expert from the Dynasty. We certainly recommend them on the PS4. We got Herbal Tax and Accounting, Fusion Wine Bar, CFN, Came From Nothing Clothing, who's done those limited edition t-shirts. Again, 365.maddenbarmleague.com. It is under the EA Access Tournament tab. You can buy one of those t-shirts. $28, 50%, $14 of every t-shirt we sell is going to Operation Homefront. So it's a great way if you want to donate and get a little something for your donation, get one of those t-shirts. And of course, we got Lansing Trade Group as well. And then of course, EA Sports for giving us all these copies of Madden to give out. During the 12-hour stream, they gave us a ton of copies and had a ton of guys come on to the stream. We talked with Equipment Guru and we talked with... we tried to talk with Jay Stein. We couldn't get on with Official Mole as well, so shout out to those guys. And then, of course, Elgato for donating 3 of those Elgato HD60S capture cards. The number was 572, by the way, apparently. That was the number. Bomber, tomorrow night, it seems like we planned for this tournament for months and months, and then it's all of a sudden it's over. Tomorrow night, the championship game will be here tomorrow night. I eat goats. Can we do 1 to 100 next time? Sure, if, people stop spamming the chat with numbers. We could. Tomorrow night, last game of the tournament. We're still gonna have a bunch of giveaways and championship game. Should be fun here on the NBL Network.
All right, before we get out of here, let's get our predictions for who you think's gonna win the tournament.
We don't even know who's gonna be in it.
Well, I mean, from the guys we have now.
We'll let our guests go first. Expert, who do you think's gonna win this tournament?
Big Kemp.
You got Big Cap. Bomber.
I got Big Kemp going.
That's
to
where
the
I'm
finals
going.
And winning.
I'm saying Big Cap versus Joel in the finals, and I'm going for Big Cap because, obviously a veteran. That's important to me. I do think Joel is a straight-up beast, but I'm going to go with Big Cap, man. I've liked him since day one, man. Guy's hilarious. And a great player. Who do you got, OSU?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Big Cap. I think Big Cap is... it's very talented, as we've seen. I think Big Cap definitely could win this tournament. I think Joel, what we've seen today, definitely could win this tournament. I'm going with Bananas! Let's go, Bananas!
Oh, wow.
Your receding hairline can do this. We know you're balding under there. You're going to have the headband on, but we got you, Bananas. Represent the NBL. Keep your winning. And maybe, just maybe, with your Saquon Barkley helmet, you can hide that hairline a little more. I'm going with Bananas.
Wow.
Well, there we have it. Now, those are the predictions for tomorrow. So I got Big Cap. We got my man Expert going Big Cap. OSU is going Bananas.
Bananas!
You know what? Since he went Big Cap, I'm just going to go Joel, just to be right. I feel like that might be right. I'm going to go Joel. Joel, Big Cap, Bananas are the 3 from our predictions here.
Darth
there
Ben
can only
says,
be one.
Well, crap, I'm hosed because Darth Ben says Nanner's going to lose, and if someone knows losing, it's Darth Ben. So,
yeah.
I'm still going Nanners. I'm keeping the faith. Thank you so much, everybody out there, for tuning in tonight for some more NBL EA Access Tournament action. We hope you had some fun. Congratulations to everybody who won a giveaway. If you didn't win one, tune in tomorrow night because we're going to have some more giveaways. We're going to be going live somewhere 8 to 9 Eastern Time. We will post it on Twitter at Bomber League and at NBL Network. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. For my co-host Expert and Bomber here on the NBL Network, I'm OSU. Thank you once again for tuning in to the EA Access 64 Player Tournament. We will see you tomorrow night right here on the NBL Network.